We'll like a 30 second a minute.
Yeah, the stream is live, but we'll wait a minute.
Let's hear play the intro.
We'll hear in a second. Okay. Play the intro.
Hey Willie, you here, Willie? Before we
Yeah, I'm here.
Play the
making
intro
sure,
now.
man.
I'm gonna play the intro now. You guys ready?
Give me 1 second.
Hey. Oh dang! All right.
We're gonna cut this out.
Yeah.
Forgot about this. Okay, now I'm ready.
Welcome to the RoShow League Podcast Network.
Hello, everybody. We're your hosts. I'm Dark Raven 2019.
It's 9-time champion Trailboy Twan.
All right.
And it's your boy L Willie 215, the most hated and most debated.
Yes, sir. And we have another episode of the RoShow Football Network podcast going live today. We have a great episode. We're going to go through some of the games this past week, take a look at some of the clips. We have some crazy clips today. I can't wait to share them. And then we're also going to recap some games that got played this week that we were going to look forward to. And then there's one big matchup that we're going to definitely have to talk about. And then we're going to have some guests that are going to sit down with us, talk with us, answer some questions. But before we get all of that, Willie, you said you didn't really give us too much details, but there was something you want to get off your chest. So I'm just going to give you a couple minutes and let you speak your heart out, do your thing.
Thank you, Raven. Thank you. Welcome, everybody, to the RoShow Network. Recent developments in our league has kind of like ruffled my feathers a little bit, you know. This talk about guys being demoralized by seeing other teams with traits all over the offense or the defense or whatever, it's kind of got me a little tight. Reason being is because, you know, our great commissioner, Ro, he puts a lot of work into trying to help better the league, close some gaps, and help the lesser users, the lesser skilled users, shall I say, be able to still compete. He does things like, you know, updating the draft. He definitely does a lot of work to the draft classes. He updates teams from the beginning, from the onset, depending on user skill. He also, you know, boosts up CPU teams, so there's always a stock of talent for you to get. You know, and I just feel as though with all that work that he puts in, there's a lot of guys that are not taking advantage of these opportunities to make their teams better. Because what I've learned being in this league is not only do you have to have user skills, but you have to have GM skills. You have to build a team that can compete on the field. So for you guys that like to just go out there and think you could just turn this game on and compete with anybody, you're fooling yourself. It's just like playing a Regs game. You go out there, there's weaknesses all over the field, and given that this is a video game, you can exploit that time and time again. Well, to avoid those exploits, you need to build up good teams. Good players with good awareness and all that other stuff. Now, I'm not going to get into full detail on the type of players you need to look at. That'll be another time. But for now, I think for the betterment of the league, you guys that are down there at the bottom complaining about these other teams that you see are stacked, maybe if you guys took the time to be a little bit of a better GM and invest in your team, because nobody's making you guys do this. Nobody's holding you guys hostage to this league. Nobody's making you buy Madden. Nobody's making you buy PlayStation, Xbox, new controller, new anything, upgrading your Wi-Fi, whatever you guys be doing. You're here because you want to be here. Act like it. I'm out on that.
He said act like it.
He spoke his
I
heart
mean,
out.
yeah, he's probably, I appreciate that
Yeah,
passing, man. You don't see a lot of passing like that,
we
man. You
need that for
passionate
the
about the
lead.
league.
We need that for
Yeah.
the lead. Can't wait for people to hear this and get their thoughts on it. So it should be interesting. But yeah, thank you for taking the time to give us your message, Willie.
You're welcome.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
we ready to talk about some games, fellas?
Let's get into it.
Yes, sir.
So first up, we had a surprisingly close matchup as the Raiders visited Kansas City and only lost by 1 point. I don't know what to tell you guys, but did not see this happening. I thought Mike was going to blow him out, but West Dog's been playing really well this season. He's 5-5. Shout out to West Dog. He's having one of his better seasons yet in recent memory. What's your guys' takes?
No, I said I was going to shout him out because, normally he's the 3 to 4 win type of team, but for him to have a close one with the reigning Super Bowl champion, man, that says a lot to how he's not giving up. I think a lot of users who are like at the bottom tend to give up. You can see West Dog still fighting and crawling, so I gotta respect that.
Yeah, West Dog definitely sticking in there. And I hope that West Dog's not one of those demoralized guys that, is out there. I'm pretty sure it's not him. But he balls. He just definitely comes with his A game his A game. He's going to play his game every time. And I mean, I guess this was just one that Mike went into. I guess he tried to roll out of bed. And you end up find yourself in a game-winning thriller against West Dog, man. You got to respect that guy. You can't just come out there and think you're going to do whatever.
And some big things looking at the numbers. Former Notre Dame star Jeremiah Love, he had 12 carries, 84 yards, 2 touchdowns. So West Dog had the run game going. We take a look at Kansas City, Xavier Worthy. I think he's a top 5 in receiving yards within the lead. I want to say he's like 3. I could be wrong on that. He had 6 receptions, 114 yards, and a tutty. And I think overall, both quarterbacks threw 2 interceptions, but Mike was just able to pull away. So good things for Mike.
That is a good thing. I don't know about good things.
Yeah, I don't know about good things.
Hey, a win is a win, fellas.
No,
It
win
could be
is
1
definitely
point. It could be 70 points. A win's a win.
Yeah, win's a win for sure.
I will say this. Good job of Mike being able to turn this into good work, I would say. Because Mike was losing his game with less than 20 seconds left or whatever it was. He had to find a way to come back. And I mean, who would say that you would put yourself in a game-winning situation against West Dog?
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
So it was a good way to go out there and get some good work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see if West Dog can keep up this momentum. Like we said, he's having one of his better seasons in recent memory. Maybe if he can get some things, continue the ball rolling, maybe he could stay in the hunt late in the season. But we just gotta wait and see.
Yes, sir. Wait and see. We just had to give a shout out to West Dog. He ain't going unnoticed.
Yeah, we see you, West Dog.
All right. Up next, we had a surprising upset down in Indianapolis. The Jacksonville Jaguars lost 28-24 to the Indianapolis Colts. Josh Allen threw the ball to the defensive line. I mean, Jalen Hurts did too, but
They both did.
playing hot potato.
Okay, both the run games were working, so I don't know why I feel both teams felt like they had to pass.
Yeah, this was a game that Josh Allen, I mean, he only had 13 incompletions. I mean, 5 of them went to the other team. Costly turnovers that were made, But, I mean, going with that user, I mean, this is definitely surprising to see him do this against, Rowe. But, I mean, then again, we have to go with, you just can't be going out here against guys doing whatever, thinking you're going to win.
Can't be running out.
Got to be still sharp and cut down those turnovers.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, look at big picture, one of the main reasons why this loss is so big for the Jacksonville Jaguars, a.k.a. Jeff number 3, is that Ron leads the division right now with the Houston Texans. And, this help gives Ron a little bit more of a cushion on that lead. And this is also big for wild card perspectives. Now, no offense, I don't think Rowe is going to make the playoffs. So, like, I mean, he's still in the hunt right now, but this kind of is going to make things a little more tough for the Jaguars. If they're looking for, like, that 6 or 7 seed spot, I think they'll get it, but, the room for error just decreased a lot.
Yeah, these are supposed to be those gimme type of games. So for you to lose it, you got. I don't know who we got the rest of his schedule, but games like this will haunt you once you get to that week 16 and up phase of the year.
Absolutely. I mean, it's making the AFC playoff wild card look very interesting. I mean, we usually get the same guys each year, but it might go a little different this time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jaguars still got some tough games ahead. I mean, they play Houston next, so that's a big one. And then they follow that up with Miami and Dallas.
I forgot one.
Yeah.
I mean, one of them. Ain't like the others.
The polar bear.
Yeah, the polar bear that we talked about last week, man. The polar bear.
That's the polar bear.
Polar bear,
Funny.
not in Texas.
Yeah, but he just lost the road, so we will definitely see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe the Jaguars need another traded player, so we don't know.
Yeah, because Bro wasn't intimidated from the looks of it.
All right, I think it's time to go into our plays of the week. This first one is nuts. If you guys have not seen it yet, it's just crazy. So for context, 29-26, 1 second left on the clock. Bills need a miracle.
Needed a miracle, got a miracle. It's
Shador
crazy.
throws it up. Bang! Johnny Wilson, Hail Mary touchdown. Walk-off score.
Sir, former Saint.
You just had to put it in.
Shout out Johnny Will. Over 4 people. If I was the Bears, man, I'd be sick to my stomach. I ain't gonna lie. I'd turn off the game at that point. I'm done for the night.
You turn it off. You just sit on the couch, bed, whatever. You just thinking, like, man, that just happened.
Yeah, that's a terrible.
And then it's taking everything in your willpower not to crash out.
Yeah, because that's another kind of like, you 7-2 at the moment he's fighting for the 1 seed in the NFC. So take a loss like this, man, that's gotta hurt. Because now he's winning the division by a game. But I don't know if he played G this week, so we're really gonna see how impactful this loss is.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, Johnny Wilson, he just went up there and got it. I mean, nothing more to it. He just jumped over the 4 of the Bears defenders. Willie, how would you be feeling if this happened to you, Willie?
I mean, I'd be pissed. On the play alone, I'd be pissed. I mean, he just dunked over 4 people. I mean, like he was Vince Carter or something. And I mean, for Tony, it has to hurt even more to lose this game to a guy that's probably not even going to make the playoffs, So, in the tight NFC North, lose that one in fashion, yeah, I'd be throwing the headset and the controller.
For sure. All right, we had another game winner in Indianapolis. This one's not as exciting as the other one, but still, we got to play it. 24-21, 19 seconds left. Jalen Hurts is going to take the snap. And then we're going to see a bad user by the Jaguars right here. Right across the middle. Bang, touchdown, game winner.
It was a Stevie, then it's a bad user at the same time. So it worked itself out for Rose to get the big win.
Yeah.
That's a confidence builder right there.
Yeah, after the talk Rowe had about how everybody got all these traits and how it's intimidating, the very next game he played, he go against the person that got the most traits in the league.
Gets a game-winning touchdown, 20 seconds left.
Yeah, so
yeah,
he just had to give himself a prep talk.
Man, ice in the veins. Jalen Hurts and Rowe just showed up when it mattered most. Big
I
Dub
just like
game.
how we see two guys that got their start in Philly, so you know where they learned it from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Somebody got to be the originator.
What do you mean? I made Johnny who Johnny is, and we Jalen got a
We
little
already,
bit better in Philly before he got shipped out to
we
Indy.
already talked about what happened to Johnny, man. We already talked about it.
When I think about Johnny Wilson, I imagine him in a Dolphins uniform from last Madden.
Yeah, that was prime Johnny, man. Last Madden, that was prime Johnny.
Johnny.
Yeah, yeah. Nobody was touching Johnny back then.
Alright, we got one more clip. This one makes me a little sick because it happened against me, not gonna lie.
It happens to the best of us, Raven.
Mm. Oh, that's mean.
Yeah, defense was booming. Did you see my left guard get killed? He got murked.
Yeah, he moved. He just moved out the way. Got out the red carpet for him. And yeah, Penix didn't have a chance, to be honest.
Yeah, now the whole third and fourth quarter, I had like half a second to get the ball out. Even if I blocked extra defenders, it did not matter. I don't know what Chase Young, who's no longer traded, woke up eating that morning, but he was terrorizing me all game long. It was not fun. To be honest with you.
He had more sacks this game than he did all last season.
He just
Wow.
he was killing. He was even beating my right tackle, who's a superstar. I was like, come on, like
Tackle.
we can't get a break. But yeah, I was okay with taking the beating in this game, but I was like, there we go. There's a clip of the week.
Mm-hmm.
At least Johnny Wilson got the Hail Mary, so this isn't the number one clip.
Say the number one clip. Hey, but both clips got over 700 views, man, on TikTok.
For sure.
So follow the TikTok.
Yep, if you're not following us already, follow us on TikTok. We're sharing weekly highlights. We definitely want to get more of the users and the leads clips out there and just share the content from the lead.
Yeah, so send those clips in.
Yes.
Yeah, we make you famous, man. We make you TikTok famous.
All right. So this morning, gentlemen, there was a meeting in Kansas City.
Hop up out of bed.
Took the eye mask off and said, "You ready?"
Look at that Ravens
Yeah,
offense. Lamar was cooking. Keaton Mitchell was
Efficiency.
cooking. Zay Flowers was cooking. They had a lot of chefs in the kitchen, and it worked out fine.
That West Dog game might have been a sign. It might have been a sign for this game to happen how it happened.
James Cook was leaving it all on the field for the Chiefs, and it wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm. And that's important 46 yards from James Cook right there.
And he was also leading.
And then he receiving with 120. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to see the game. Cause they play like in the morning. I don't be watching morning games, so I really
He
can't.
played before a lot of guys were able to, lay eyes on it. I mean, from the stats you could see, the wide receivers of Kansas City were shut down for the most part. Yeah, just an inefficient day from Patty Mahomes.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. 2 interceptions. Yeah. It's tough to throw 2 picks and win against a top quality user like Trey Dean. So.
Yeah, first loss of the year too. That's his first loss.
No more unbeatens.
Big.
Yeah, no more unbeatens. He still got a two game lead on the AFC because second's at 7-3, so he still got 2 games.
Who's that? Insane or busy?
I think it is insane.
Ron.
Insane. Ron. It is Ron. Yeah, Ron 7-3.
Shout out to Ron.
So, yeah, man.
Making some noise this season. We'd love to see it. Especially
He migrating from Antarctica somewhere warmer.
But yeah, I mean, does it have too much of an impact on Mike big picture? More likely than not. But for Trey Dean, this is big because it keeps him alive in the AFC North title race. So having a win like this is big, and especially too, like even if he doesn't win the AFC North, like we were talking about earlier, the AFC wildcard race is pretty close. So for him to be able to get this win, that keeps him in a prime position. And I mean, he got it done too with his superstar running back Jose Marion, who got injured against the Eagles in Week 9. Keaton Mitchell showed up for him and had a big game. So lots of positives to take away from this if you're trading in.
Yes, they need to get out the bed and play more often, man. I guess that works out. That's a good strategy, apparently.
It doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah, I guess not, man. Depends on the user.
All right.
But we figure. Last season when he had that Scouty against him, and then lost to in the playoffs the same exact way he lost in the regular season, Trey should have went into this game with a different game plan. So, I'm not so surprised.
Maybe it was a scouty from Mike.
Yeah, Mike was just seeing what he would do.
How about that?
So we had another game that just happened pretty big. Trill, you want to take away this one?
Yes, sir, man. It's the Brother Bowl. The two brothers of the league. Well, one of the brothers. We got another set of brothers, but you got the Seattle Seahawks Buffalo Bills 31-24. It's a nice game that went all the way to the wire. It was like 4th and goal, but Johnny Wilson did not get the ball. I think everybody was shocked. I think everybody was shocked when Johnny didn't get the ball.
I saw him throw a Selman after the play.
Yeah, he's like, man, after what I did last week, so that's how you gonna do me? Like, but besides that, it was definitely a good game. But I think the turnovers was the big key. When you see Trevor Lawrence versus Shador, the 2 picks, I think that's you hold your turnovers down, even if you don't get touchdowns, at least get some field goals.
Right.
You get 2 turnovers, giving the other team the ball, man, you can't do that if you're trying to win.
Yep. Especially because, so it's not listed on here, but Trevor Lawrence fumbled late in the 4th quarter, giving Spaz and the Bills another chance, and he just couldn't capitalize off that.
Right. Yeah, you gotta take advantage of the opportunities you get, and you also gotta convert in the red zone.
Now, it's nice getting the win, but there's also a big negative for the Seahawks here, and one of the superstar players is hurt. Will you get more on that?
Yeah, Kenneth Walker is going to be out for how many weeks now?
I think 6.
6. Yeah. 6 weeks. So that's gonna be a blow to their offense. We got to see if they can replicate what Ravens did after losing their guy, and then get a backup in there. Matter of fact, who is Seattle's backup running back?
We'll
see.
That's something we got to go to Neon for.
He might just have to pick a free agent up, to be honest.
He probably didn't think he would never need a backup with Kenneth Walker starting.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker is a big part of the team. So to lose him, that's devastating.
Yeah, it looks like the job is in the hands of a 24-year-old, 1-year pro, Michael Barton from Miami.
Oh, that's right, because Barton did have the touchdown. Yep, because he's the one that caught the little flat route, got the juke, and broke the tackle for 6. So.
That was a good little highlight. So he might be in good hands.
Yeah.
But he got a tough slate of games coming up, so he needs Kenneth.
Yeah.
If he's trying to stay alive in the playoffs. Because I know the Cardinals are right there, 2 games back are right there, so he got to win some of these big games coming up.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. All right. We got a big game coming up in the NFC North. We got the 6-4 Lions, represented by G Money, going against Tony C, 7-3 Bears. Willie, you want to get us started on this matchup?
Yeah, so this right here, of course, like you guys know, we've been following the NFC North this season since they have the most competitive division, but also with the way that the schedule has lined up. This one right here, like we said, man, this is going to be a slug. I expect this to be a slugfest. But Tony, man, he's reeling right now. Like he's got to show that he can actually compete with these top guys in the NFC. This is season 5, so it's all out. You got to throw everything, even the kitchen sink at G Money, man, because he's hot right now. Ever since he took that L to me, he's been on fire lately, and you could tell he's motivated. So good luck, Tony.
Good luck. You don't got faith in him. You don't got faith in Tony C.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Out of like, there's certain users in this league that I just always kind of mark down as for a W. G Money's one of those guys. I just be watching his game. This guy's a surgeon. You know, when he's on, he's on. He gets into a fight every now and then. You know, sometimes he get into a game like he did against the Eagles. But I would say 80% of the time, I can count on G Money to pull one out.
But I think Tony right now he's number one in defense for total points. He's the number one team right now. And G kind of over relies on his offense. He has a terrible defense.
But G has
So I think it's gonna
offense.
Yeah, so it's just like whose strength is gonna be who's gonna have the better strength between the offense G and the defense of Tony.
I don't know.
Okay, so we gotta put an asterisk on that number one defense. Okay.
I said points allowed. Is what I didn't say yards or nothing.
Okay.
The defense might be down though after Johnny Wilson.
He's played Tampa Bay. First of all, he's lost a 13-10 game to the Vikings. He followed that up with 4 straight weeks of wins of only allowing 14 points, okay? But he's played the Buccaneers, the Vikings again, the Colts, and the Giants. Those guys don't score the ball. That's why I say there's got to be an asterisk. Then you follow that up by beating Houston and only giving up 20 points. He beat Seattle, only gave up 21, and he's beat the Packers, only giving up 22. But these last 2 weeks, he's given up 52 and 32. So I think the trend is going to go up on these points here.
I can see that. I think he's on a 2-game losing streak. He thought he was 7-1. Now he's 7-3.
He's playing real guys now.
I mean, but that Hail Mary was crazy. So
I think something though that Tony might be able to capitalize on is, so we all know G Money. He's a passing crazy user. I mean, look at Sam Laporta and Jaden Reed's numbers. You'll see that they're both top 5 in receiving yards. But Quinn Ewers has been a turnover machine this season, throwing 20 interceptions. So he's going to have to stay efficient and limit turnovers. Because I feel like if Tony forces an interception or two, that might be enough to give him the edge on the game. So
yeah. If Quinn Ewers throws maybe like 2 to 3 picks, I think G's defense can't recover from that. I think Tony's offense is decent enough to take advantage if he's like at the 40 or the 50, like in scoring range off of turnovers. So you gotta limit your turnovers if you're G.
Yeah, and I thought the Bears' offense, Tony's offense had wasn't enough for the win, but they had a pretty good showing against the Cowboys because Caleb Williams, he threw a lot of deep bombs. So
he had a great offensive game against the Cowboys, but his defense was terrible that game. He had a terrible. He dropped 42, but he had like 52 on his head. So you can't have a good offense and then your defense play trash. So you gotta balance it a little bit.
All right, real talk. We've already talked about both sides. Let's give our predictions. Willie, you want to go first?
My prediction is 42 to 35 G Money.
Okay.
You see, I think I'm gonna say maybe by 20. I say 28 to 17. I give G 28-17.
So you both of you guys got G?
Yeah, I think I got G for this one.
Yeah.
Tony, I think you're going to pull out the upset, man. I'm going to go with the Bears. I'm going to go with the Bears winning 52-49 walk-off field goal.
I don't think it's going to be high scoring. I think it's going to be
I feel like every game G Money is high scoring. I don't think I've seen G Money had a low scoring game ever. Every game's high scoring. Which is a good and bad thing.
Yeah, he's
But
definitely been in some shootouts.
I think Tony's defense is good enough to not allow something like that. After the Cowboys game, I think he could hone it in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, the only time his offense got limited, and I mean, when I say limited, that's to 26 points, and that's when he played the Saints. I mean, he scored 28 against the Eagles. The 10 points against the Giants was a forced loss for him being on vacation, so that's not even real. And then in week one, he scored 46 points in a loss. But in wins, he scored 44, 62, 44, 41, 52, and 45. My man G's going to put some points on the board. He lighting them up.
Yeah, he's gonna put points on the board, but I think Tony C has a chance, man. I'm gonna root for the underdog. So
Okay.
we're just gonna have to see what happens.
We're going to see. We definitely going to see.
All right, let's take a second and take a look at the chat we have going on Twitch. First things first, from when you gave your little speech at the beginning, Willie Red said, "Spaz got you like that."
Spaz got you. Okay, so this would be my question. Why would Spaz have me like that, Red? Like, make that make sense. Why does Spaz has anything to do with what I say?
Yeah,
I just want to know that.
he just saying after your little argument you had the other day, he said you draw this whole rant because of Spaz. I think that's what he's saying.
Oh,
That's what I got from it.
wow. Like I said, make that make sense. I clearly addressed what it was. So it is not even that. Like, come on, man. Next question, man. Get out of here.
He just needed some inspiration. He said he needed some inspiration, and it just happened to be Spaz. That's what I.
D said, "Warms my heart every time to see you guys working, making us proud." Appreciate the kind words there, D. And shout out to you.
Thanks,
We know
Jay.
you're making some content. Hopefully that goes off really well on social media as well. So, we really just want to grow the whole league, and we get more users involved making content as well. I mean, that's just a win-win situation. So,
Get everybody, try to get people involved, have a little community, have our own little tight knit community, making content, doing great things.
then Carbrisk, aka Car, the Cowboys user, he says he has Tony winning 42-28. And then Trey Dean followed that up saying no. And Trey Dean said Tony B is trash. And Trey Dean has G Money winning 42-14.
Wow.
Y'all both off, man. It's not going to be like that. It's not going to be like that.
14 points only is crazy.
14 points. Man, G's defense is terrible. There's no way Tony only gets 14. There's no way Tony only get 14 the way G's defense has been playing.
Right. I mean, that's why I say Tony's going to get to 35.
Red says I play the Saints next. Okay, I don't know what the context is behind that.
Shout out to the Saints, man.
Shut up. We do not need to keep shouting out the Saints. Hey, man, shout out to the Falcons.
Hey, Red didn't bring it. Red didn't up the Falcons, or did he bring up the Saints? Just ask him.
Hey, 11:30 p.m. tonight, live on my Twitch, Dark Raven 2019-0. We're gonna blow out the Buccaneers. Tune in.
Ooh.
Man, Joe about to get the ball out, man. You lucky he didn't hear that because he at the movie theaters, man. He get the ball out.
I mean, why would we even be talking about the 49ers at the Saints, though? Like,
That's a good question.
He just said it. I don't know.
All right, so we're gonna move on with the show. At the end of the episode, though, we are
Tom. I'm sorry, Raven. Do you see this guy?
Close
you see what he's
inbound?
talking about? He said, "Yeah, close game inbound against the Saints." He must got something cooked up for you.
Hey, give us Sunday.
You guys about the buddy ball drill? He got quiet. He got real quiet there.
I think we're having a sound issue over there again.
Nah, I think
As long as I got the win, it don't matter. What? Get that quiet, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Hey, Car say he believe, man. I'd play you too,
Man.
Car, man. I pipe down if I was you, cause I play you too.
Alright, we're going to move on with the show. At the end of the show, though, we are going to spend some time going through the chat again if there's any more questions or lead takes. So feel free to put stuff in the lead, in the Twitch chat, or in the Discord if you're within the lead.
Oh man, you guys.
Alright, I think it's time to bring on our first guest. Spaz, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Man, how you doing, Spaz? Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, man. Yeah. Drinking this Twisted Tea's flavor.
Twisted, you got the bomb pop or just regular Twisted?
I just finished the bomb pop. Now I got the half and half, man. Shout out to
Nasty ass, man.
Okay. Alright, well, I'm sure you've listened to some of the other episodes, Spaz. It's going to be pretty simple.
Yeah, I'm with Willie, man. I'm wondering why Red said it was my fault. Red just be talking sometimes, man. I really had nothing to do with that. And I don't even know why Ro said that anyway. Ro got one of the teams with the most straights. Anyways.
Yeah, we're just going to ask you a couple questions. It'll be a simple conversation. Trill, you want to get us started?
Yes, sir.
Sound like you got technical difficulties.
Yeah,
You sounded like a robot man again.
The bot is down, everybody. The bot is down.
The bot is there. His nanobites ain't working.
Yeah.
Hey, we shut down the styling.
Yeah, you're live. We can hear you.
What's
Where
your
you
question,
from? Well, first off, never mind. I messed up, but your league role.
My league role, man, I'm the PA vice president.
Yeah, sir. Voted.
Oh man, what's
Trill,
We got faith.
Trill, keep it real. You should just leave the call and come back in. Because it keeps breaking up. But what he was gonna say, Spaz, is he thinks you do all the heavy carrying. You know, you're keeping the office alive.
Oh man, hey.
Lawyer Spaz.
My first case was my toughest case. I'll just say that.
Do you feel like Mike Ross from Suits whenever you're arguing for the users of the lead?
Nah, man. I've honestly only had 2 cases.
Did you win both of them?
Oh, I honestly don't even remember. I lost the first one. I expected to. we all know how that one. We know how that one went.
Sometimes it comes across the table like, oh, we can try,
Yeah.
but and it's for both parties. You know, sometimes like it comes to our side, like we can try, but it's gonna be tough.
You just gotta do what you gotta do, man. Someone presents a case, you can't deny them.
Are we talking about cases?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're talking about my first one.
He says he does all the heavy lifting within the PA
Hey,
office.
you said that, man. Chill.
He do all the heavy lifting. Man, so when I was getting people out here for free, no punishments when they was just off the hook.
Oh, man.
When I was getting people off the hook, man. I just want to make sure we all know it was Spaz. It wasn't me, man. It was Spaz.
I'm the one that got meta banned from the league.
Hey, shout out to Meta, man.
Man, we ain't shout. We can't shout him out on the channel. Man. We can't shout him out here.
Channel.
Yeah, man. He black. He
That's like
saying
his name's like saying Voldemort.
Yeah.
He should not be named.
Yeah, can't name that. He didn't exist. And then history of the league.
Man, I'm still kicking myself over that loss. But I honestly, even if I got that touchdown, I didn't trust my defense.
You talking about today?
I could.
Yeah, I still would have gave Johnny a chance.
Yeah, I know. I was so mad when I missed him.
Now I got
I
a
called the
question for you.
hurry. You know.
Question for you, Spaz, because we're
No, the
talking
one.
about this.
All right, go ahead.
If you would have scored, there's only like 20 seconds left. Would you have gone for 2?
Yeah, I was going for 2, definitely. I ain't trust my defense.
I would have done the same.
I'm still kicking myself. I don't know if you watched the whole game. That post route I hit on at the tight end in the back of the end zone, he was definitely in bounds, but EA be cooking.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That one hurt.
Yeah, it's tough having
Demoralizing.
that.
That would have been a 3-point lead instead of a 1-point deficit in the half. Shot myself for all them turnovers.
So,
we good to the first of the question.
yeah, so he talked about how he did the heavy lifting, the PE office. So, time for the second question.
And if we want to talk about heavy lifting, though, I did propose the point system and alternating conferences.
That wasn't just you though, Spaz. Like, come on, man. I don't know if I can let you take all the
Alternating
credit
conferences.
for that. You did. All right, I'll give you that now. I will give you that was you. The alternating conference, that was definitely your idea. I'm not gonna take that one away from you.
But I definitely said the system when I joined was broken, and I'm glad we changed it because people were just tanking that final season to get an easy schedule.
I mentioned the point system before there was even a PA in the first place.
Yeah, I wasn't here for that though.
Yeah, you about to say you wasn't in the league at that time. It was that long ago.
I've seen some good changes though.
There's definitely been some good changes since we added a PA.
Well, love having it on comp.
Yeah. That was a great change.
Right,
that's when you really had to fear the super team.
So, where are you from, Spaz?
I'm from Rochester, New York, a shithole about 6 hours from New York City, man.
You're not from New York City, and you're from New York. I didn't know there was other cities outside of New York City, man.
Ain't shit here but murder and fire.
Does it stink like New York City, though?
When you're by the river. I don't know what be in there, if it's dead bodies or what, but that shit sure be stinking. Especially on them hot days. It's a small town, or a small city, but I don't know if you've ever heard of the alphabet killer, but that took place here. He was killing people with double initials like Wendy Williams. What's your next question?
I got you, man. Like since most of the league knows, but you are a Ravens fan, and we just want to know what made you a Ravens fan from New York.
Honestly, my dad's a Giants fan, and I had never watched football before, besides the Bills, and I hate the Bills. And I was watching the Super Bowl, the Ravens and the Giants, and I just fell in love with Ray Lewis's play style.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to play like him when I played. Just hit everything moving, destroy anything in your way.
Did you grow up an Under Armour fan as well?
Yeah. Nah, but I am now. I ain't gonna cap.
Let's protect this house.
Yeah.
Them commercials was lit though with Ray Lewis.
Yeah, them commercials, man. They should have replaced them with Jameis. But I don't know what he'd be talking about sometimes. I think he'd be smoking the crack pipe a little too hard.
Yeah.
He's one of my non-favorite Raven players, though, man.
Yeah,
Gotta love Jameis.
He's a comedian. When he led the prayer straight through the Monday Night Football intro.
eating that W. I was like, this motherfucker. Oh, my bad. This dude crazy.
I'm gonna be honest with you, fellas. I know we were trying not to curse, but I think we've already gone beyond that point.
Yeah, I've been drinking a little too much, man. That loss got me in my styles.
This episode will not be on YouTube.
YouTube ain't gonna do nothing, man.
Well, I mean, we can upload it, but it just will be demonetized. So.
Yeah.
All right, everything in life don't gotta be about money, man. That's the root of all evil.
Okay, preacher spaz.
Preaching. Shout out to the preacher, man.
Ray taught me.
But no, I get what you're talking about watching Ray Lewis play spaz, because I mean, I'm part of a different generation, but when I was like 8, 9, 2008, 2009, and I'm watching that defense, I was like, oh my goodness. I just fell in love with Ray Lewis and Ed Reed's play styles. Like, I don't know, just like something about their energy that they brought to the game, the way that they led the defenses. Because I like went, the first like real season I watched was 2008, and that's when they went to the AFC Championship, Joe Flacco's rookie season.
That was the Lee Evans drop. Sorry.
Lee Evans.
Oh no, that was Derek Mason. Yeah, that was Derek Mason and TJ. Who's your mama? Wasn't that who we had?
Mm-hmm. So that's like I was still getting to know the game, but I fell in love with watching them play. By the time I was like 10 or 11, like I was like fully versed in game of football. Loved the NFL. Big Ravens fan. So
you saw those Steve McNair years, or you missed those?
what was that?
You saw the Steve McNair years?
I mean, I've like watched stuff back on them nowadays, but I didn't watch them growing.
You missed
a
good time to be a Ravens fan, man.
Yeah, sure.
Because when I started watching the game was like right when Flacco got drafted.
Yeah.
Because I was 8 when he got drafted, so.
I remember watching remember ESPN used to have those competitions. Flacco won the beat ball competition. I'm like, who the hell is this dude? And then we drafted him. I'm like, God damn it. Then I actually liked him. Hated his inability to read a blitz, but loved his play. I don't think, besides Warren Moon, I don't think I've seen a better deep ball.
Yeah, is Joe Flacco elite quarterback?
If you're Terrell Suggs, yeah, but if you're a realist, nah.
But hey, man, he beat Brady in the playoffs.
Yeah. That was a great team win. Ladarius Webb was Tom Brady's daddy that game.
Hey, didn't Mark Sanchez beat Brady too?
Yeah, that was my boy Rex. Rex should be the coach, not this bum-ass Harbaugh. Might have had a few more rings if we had a real coach.
Man, but I think the season that really, like, I always look back on, Spaz, is 2014. When we had 14-point leads twice against the Patriots, man. Because, like, we had guys off the street playing at corner.
We were letting Edelman throw touchdown passes. I'm like, God.
Man, I thought
we had
when Rashawn Melvin first came on, he had like a good
game against the Jaguars.
Yeah, I was like, this guy's gonna be great, and then he got bullied in that game.
When he left too.
Yeah. So like,
Sharice's right too, man. We turned him into a good corner, and he was a good corner for a while though.
Burnt bacon, that's what he was.
See,
he walked through like Apple
you might
could
remember.
Run.
Yeah, you might remember Frank Walker. Remember him?
Yeah.
The walking penalty. Every time I seen him in, I'm like, man, we getting the flag.
Willie, man, you see these two Raven fans just over here reminiscing.
Hey, man, I'm just sitting on the side listening to this Raven powwow.
Yeah, this little this Raven circle jerk going on.
I can't help you, a poverty franchise fan, man.
But 2014, we beat the
Poverty
Patriots.
Is crazy, man. I wouldn't say all that.
I think we're winning another Super Bowl.
It's definitely a poverty franchise.
I mean, historically, I guess historically.
I remember when the Saints used to wear bags over their head to go to the game.
I mean, some franchises do that to this day. So, hey, man.
Yeah. The Browns about to be back to it.
Maybe.
Right.
So back to our little Ravens powwow. As fast. One of the questions we had is, what's your favorite Ravens moment of all time?
Hey, diddle diddle, Ray Rice up the middle. When Joe threw that play, I'm like, why the fuck did you throw it in the hard flat on 3rd and 29? And then Anquan Bolden sealed the perfect block. Like, this motherfucking retard. That still has me mad that he made that decision. That and Jacoby in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a crazy moment in time.
How it went out.
Yeah, lights came back on.
Hey, it take energizing players to do it, I guess.
He had a game. He had that, and then he had the touchdown pass where he did the spin move. He got up and did the spin move.
Yeah. And then he became ass. I'm like, fumbleitis.
Yeah.
After Tomlin tripped him up the sideline.
Let's not talk about
Hey,
that. We could have a whole
he didn't
episode on that.
trip him, but you know he
Got in the way.
he got in the way. He ain't tripping.
But yeah.
I ain't never seen that
R.I.P.
before.
Jacoby Jones.
Or after.
We love Jacoby Jones. R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah, facts.
Heart attack in your 40s as a pro athlete. It's shocking.
And it's sad.
So now let's get past all of this
Yeah,
Ravens
I was
stuff.
thinking the same thing, Willie.
We don't want to turn this into a Baltimore Ravens podcast. So, can you tell us what was your favorite moment in Row League?
Rolling.
Yeah, what's your favorite moment all time since you've been here?
I got a couple. It's hard to pick. Honestly, just my first game in here was versus D. My first game, but if you're talking like just pure moments, not games, when it was me, you, Trill, and the Spice Boys morning. That shit. Me and Trill still talk about that shit from time to time.
Something about
I'm gonna call the authorities.
Oh yeah, the authority. Well, that's crazy. Like a couple weeks ago, I went back to that. But you know that same morning, Meta got kicked. That morning, right after, I'm like, man, that was a crazy day in the Row League, man. Mike got so out of character. Mike ain't never get out of character like that before.
Not Meta getting mentioned twice in the podcast.
You right, man. Name redacted got kicked. Man. Name redacted got kicked. But nah, Mike, I ain't never seen Mike get out of character like that before.
Yeah.
he said, man, Spaz said, I'm gonna slap you. He said, I'm gonna call the authorities.
Yeah. That was one of the times Willie and I actually got along. Me and Willie was gonna ride to Boston together.
Yep.
Nah, yeah, because Willie checked him. He said, man, why would you call the authorities? He said, he threatened my family. That nigga, Willie said, he ain't say his family, he said he slapped you.
I think that might be the most iconic moment in the chat.
I'm a slap.
Raven probably woke up to like 700 messages, and one of them was Calvin saying, "Can you guys calm down?" And everybody.
No, that's another moment. But Calvin said, "Can y'all keep it mad?" No, ignored him. He might as well not have said nothing because it just kept going. Because Hoodie and Namer Dad was going at it too.
Yeah, because that's when the threatening stuff started.
Yeah, that's when the threatening started. Yeah, Calvin want to be a peacemaker.
I think that's like when I think it was like in the library studying for exam or something. I opened the Discord and like that's the first thing I saw. I was like, what am I missing?
Nah, though, if you do want to laugh, bro, you do gotta go back to that argument, bro, because that was a crazy day.
I went to work, I
Trading
came
said,
home, and name redacted was out of the league.
Yeah,
Trading
that they
said,
got
sound
bounced.
about right coming from Mike.
He, he found watching Cinderella was too harsh on his life.
I think
hmm
I thought was funny too was like Hoodie or somebody had like a clip, and it was like that impacted the game or whatever, and then Satan clipped name redacted quitting, and he he said the same exact thing. He said that impacted the game or something like that. And then I remember arguing with you, Spaz, like he didn't quit the game, he conceded. I'm like, it's the same thing.
So we still make jokes about that.
My only issue with it, Raymond, was I had said before we got to fix that rule. I still think we need to take a look at it, but
We can talk at some point.
yeah, I've been seeing a little abusing it this year.
I mean, the first game it got implemented. There was some abuse going on. Hoodie and D. Yeah, that was the first
Running
game.
backwards.
And taking safeties on purpose.
That's the thing I want to touch on too, Willie. You was talking about the demoralized people. I hate playing them, man, because they be the ones they don't want to pick their play. Game taking forever because they manually chewing clock. My God, Raven about to get hit with it tonight.
Nah,
Yeah, he just don't even know it.
he do be doing that though. He'll wait till like 6 or 7 seconds on the play clock and then pick a play. Like man, you could have just chewed clock on the and then I'll be cool. If you chew clock, I'm cool with that. But if you manually got me sitting here for 30 seconds for you to pick a play, man, now we got a problem. Now I'm about to drop 100, bro. You doing too much. I ain't trying to be in the game an hour 30.
Doing it to me.
All right, Spaz, I got a question for you. Who's your most hated rival in the league?
Most hated rival. Probably Rock, honestly. It's just you know how that be. You can't argue with Rock. I might argue with Willie, but it's all love at the end of the day. We just both want what's best for the league. Sometimes we just want something different.
Yeah, but Rock a different story. He don't know what he want for the league.
Yeah. It ain't even about the league all the time, but Rock definitely somebody you gotta screenshot your games because his memory be a little foggy.
Very.
I remember he was in the chat saying, "Yeah, me and Trill had a close game, and I checked the score. It was 90-7." Like close game.
Well, last time he played Trail, his controller died.
His controller died, and I don't want to talk about that game. I don't want to talk about that. He know he hold me. He know it. He was playing stupid, bro. He know he did. He was playing stupid.
So he did. I think I made a joke of getting the PHS saying like, well, he said that, and I was like messing with Troy. He was like, I thought Troy was about to kill me.
I ain't never seen
Troy. I was heated, bro.
That was the first time I seen Troy mad.
Because he know what he did,
mad, he don't say nothing.
Nah, because he knew what he did. And if he would have just admitted and stopped playing stupid, I probably wouldn't have been as mad. But he was playing stupid. I was like, man, you know what you did? He's like, no, what I ain't do nothing. It said it disconnected. As soon as you said it, I just said it disconnected. I don't know what happened. That was the moment when he said that. It was over, bro.
That was too funny.
I wish I was a stream game so niggas could have really saw what happened. Because that was insane.
That's why I say all games need to be streamed, man.
Yeah. Some foofy shit happened. Honestly, I was surprised. I felt disrespected by the scheduler when me and Tony's game wasn't scheduled to be streamed. I'm like, damn. I'll give the people a free stream though. I ain't worried about it.
I'm glad it happened so we could clip the
Yeah, we
Johnny.
saw. Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to see Johnny
Yeah.
Will if it wasn't.
Oh, trust me, I would have clipped it myself.
Right,
You
check
just
this
can't
out.
clip when you
Yeah, how was you
Corny.
feeling? How was you feeling, Spaz?
I don't even know. I honestly didn't get too excited, but I was glad to get the win. A bunch of fluky stuff happened before that to get in that situation, like my traded corners just standing there. But that's just You just got to learn to overcome. That's been my issue this year. Is them moments usually happen against me, and I can't overcome them. Plus, I beat myself with turnovers.
Yeah.
Got to clean it up.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment. Fair and honest.
Back in the Stone Age, believe it or not, I used to compete with Trill. I don't think
Yeah,
I beat Trill
way
since
back.
like Madden 20.
that
Yeah,
back
way
in
back,
my
way back
dynasty?
when car with car was probably like 12. He probably wasn't even a teenager yet. He was probably like 12 by that at that point in time.
I came back to the league, Raven. I was told I can't have a team over at 85 overall, so I was like, all right, I'll take the Packers. They got Aaron Rodgers. I beat Trill in the Super Bowl, and then I got kicked out the league because I upgraded my players over 85. So I just started playing Mutt after that, and Mutt is nowhere near the same as franchise.
Yeah, cause that
I
Weasel.
haven't been able to adjust since I came back.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm more of a 2K player now,
No, I
man.
get that. I mean, I don't really play mud, but like every, alright, I don't want to say every. Well, everyone in my experience I played in mud, they're not that good at the game. They're not at all. That's just my opinion. Like, they only work with the cards they have. You know, they're not. They can't read a defense.
That was my problem. Is everybody? I told Trill, I was like, everybody got the same cards. Everybody running the same plays.
And that's
So
why I like
that's when I came back.
Yeah, that's what I like about franchises. Like, you know, especially with the rules and stuff that we have. You know, I wish Salary Cap was on, but even with it off, with the rules we have and everything we have in place, like, you know, you can see night and day who's the better users and who's not. You know what I mean? So, like,
the only thing I would change about this league, but I understand why Rodon is the salary cap.
it's funny
We would lose too many users.
It's funny that you said that, Spaz, because one of our questions was actually, what would be your one change to the lead if you could be Ro for a day? We were going to let you rant and do whatever. It's funny you answered that question for us.
Well, that ain't even my answer because I know why Ro don't, though, so I can't even do it. Honestly, I've never been in one, but I've heard they're fun. I would get rid of abilities since everyone's so ability based, and I feel like some of the abilities ruin the game.
I agree with you there.
I get that perspective.
I've never been in a league like that, but I could see the vision. It'll just have it all be just based on overalls and.
Yeah,
I
See
can
who
see
the best user is for real.
Yeah, I haven't been in one like that. I know, just like in conversation, you know, not like an actual topic we're talking about, but I know like Calvin and Jeff Patriots, like, you know, they mentioned that once or twice before. It's just like, you know, in passing, nothing serious, you know. But
well, that's just what the last time Madden was good to me. When they didn't have abilities. When they added the abilities, it just kind of ruined the game. I get why they did it.
It was going to happen, though.
Yeah.
It was going to happen eventually.
do you think a big part of that is just because of like 2K and the takeover system?
Yeah, the badges. I said that back when we was in the Waddle League, like the OG Waddle League. I was like, man, the way 2K with the badges, I think Madden's gonna implement something like that.
Yeah,
they ended up doing abilities and takeover, not takeovers, X Factor.
I really wish they would add it to where you could actually match up your corners. Like, if I want my number one corner to guard Justin Jefferson, say all game, yeah. The last game they did it, which is sad because 20 years ago. Come on.
Maybe we'll get that soon. I haven't watched too much, but I saw that they updated the position changes and stuff.
That's not.
You can't match. I don't think you can shadow corners and receivers still. I don't think they said nothing about that.
They probably
That's
don't know how to
something
code
else
it.
that I don't like about Madden lately. Why the hell do a defensive coordinator give you 2 speed?
Motivating, man. He motivating you to get faster.
He put something
And
in
then
the
I seen
water.
I seen some users got it to where their linebackers get it twice, so they getting +4 speed. I'm like, come on, EA. You just gift them 4 speed.
I can agree to that though. Like your speed, I don't know how just having a coach can make you faster.
Like I don't know what's worse, that or the Mickey. I don't know. The Mickey's definitely an issue.
Yeah,
But
like the Mickey way. I mean, make Mickey worse.
I wish
By
that there was a
mile.
way that we could turn off the Mickeys. So if you don't know what Mickey is, like each week you can do like training drills, and your player can get a dev up trait which gives them abilities from the drills. But if there's a way we could turn that off, I think that'd be a little bit better. And I think it'd be better too because like there's no reason why guys like Hollywood Brown should have 2,400 receiving yards and 20 touchdowns, but regressed trait wise. You know what I mean? Like, and we see that across the board with other star players.
I don't even want to hear that. My 23-year-old linebacker won Defensive Player of the Year, Linebacker of the Year, interception leader, and still didn't get a dev. I'm like,
Right, you know
come
what I'm
on.
saying? Like, or like, I don't know. There's many things that could be better for it. It'd be nice if we could turn some things off. Maybe increase the cap on the number of trade players because I think that's the problem where we're at right now. Is like, guys can't get players up because we've hit the cap. You know what I mean? So
That's what I was telling Trill before my game earlier. I was like, I think we hit the cap on superstars, but X Factors we haven't because I've seen a couple breakouts lately.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Oh, no. The game's just in a terrible spot right now. You just gotta overcome it.
Yeah, we gotta weather the storm.
This was honestly one of the better Maddens, though, I feel.
I agree.
The not that high of a ceiling, but it's something.
I don't know what caused it or what changes they made. I do feel like DBs played better, not when the game first released, but like the first update. But then when they started updating the game again, DBs just don't play the same anymore, I feel like.
That's what I told Meta. I said, well, name redacted. Yeah. When I was telling him yesterday, I was like, man, when the game first came out, it was a real good game. But now you can't even play like that anymore. And I don't know. I don't watch YouTube to learn plays. I don't really watch many streams either because my life, but
Alright.
You miss out on a lot of stuff not being able to do that because you don't really learn how to adjust playing. Everyone in this league's pretty much got a different play style, and you can tell the ones that abuse the G's.
We're gonna get any names or don't want to pry into that door open?
They know who they are. Nobody ever admits it, though.
Yeah, that's a valid.
What's up, Willie? What were you gonna say?
Since we're walking down that road, it leads us to another question. Who do you think is the most underrated and the most overrated in the league?
Most overrated?
Yeah.
Underrated and overrated.
Answer for both. 2 answers.
That's tough. Because honestly, his game style, I feel like Mike is overrated, but nobody can stop it. So hard to pick him, you know?
Okay. No, I think that's valid, though.
Because you know what's coming. You still can't stop it. You know that cross is coming. You know that zig to the tight end's coming. Can't stop it, though, so.
Yeah.
Most overrated, I'd have to pick somebody else. I'd probably pick my division mate, Beasley, since he ain't won a playoff game.
Okay.
That's valid. That's valid. But I don't think anybody really rates him that high at the same time, unless it's a Texas boy saying it. If a Texas boy, they gonna ride for their boy. But
Yeah, that's the same as how you are with Red. You hype him up, and
well, I don't hype him. What are you talking about? I don't hype him up.
You just said you were gonna have a close game with him.
You said that. I ain't say that. I ain't hyping it up. I ain't say that. I just said I was gonna win. That's what I said.
I'm most underrated. I'd probably honestly pick Insane. I think he's only missed the playoffs once. I don't think he has a playoff win either though. So
No, he
beat
beat
Calvin.
Calvin. He beat Calvin
Oh, he
season
did?
1. Yeah.
That's the only wild card win in the AFC. That one game.
oh yeah, year one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I've said this before. I mean, because like Insane's my friend, so I might have bias towards it, but he picks up the game and play. Like he's not on Madden all the time or anything like that. But like when he's locked in, he's really good at the game. I mean, you can say that for a lot of people, but like I've been playing with him for years, so like, I know how good he can actually be.
That's the other part of my issue. It's hard for me to lock in once all the BS starts happening. I just get frustrated and stop caring. That's honestly why I just chucked that pass up to Johnny Wilson. I'm like, man, let me try to get some BS.
It worked out, didn't it?
Clip of the week.
Don't work out as often as I feel like it should, but it worked out that time for sure.
You ain't give him a chance this time, though.
Hey, I gave him some opportunities, not when it mattered, but
Yeah,
he had a touchdown.
he did. I didn't get to see that play. I think it was early in the game. I didn't see the play.
Yeah, that was my second drive. I hit a PA street.
Yeah, when the game was
I think
ending,
he
we saw like the
clicked on
highlights
one.
playing.
We saw the highlight that when the game's over, do like a little montage. But all I saw was Johnny Wilson putting somebody on the ground. I was like, what's
Tariq Woolen.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on?
He actually got injured on that play. I was like, damn. Made Tariq Woolen sprain his shoulder. He came right back though. That was something you guys spoke on too. I seen Kenneth Walker get injured and that it said high risk. I'm like, man, I'm gonna put aggressive tackling, aggressive strip on because I know he don't got another running back. And then next thing I know, Kenneth Walker and like, well, that's gonna hurt because he definitely getting injured. High risk with this man.
Injuries been going crazy, so yeah.
They're coming bunch.
Trust me, I know I lost half my O-line last game, plus my star D-lineman.
I think the
would have been a little bit
is,
different.
Too, with the injuries, is I feel like it only happens to one of the teams in the game. Not both teams getting injured, but it's one of the teams.
I seen that. I feel like I noticed that too. It's just like one
Remember
team.
last year, you do a running play and one of your O-linemen got injured?
I could run a wildcat play and my quarterback could somehow get injured.
I lost to Buka for 4 games his rookie year because I did a running play and he got injured. I'm like, he ain't even in the play.
Well, shoot, he came back, but when I was playing Mike in the Super Bowl last year, he did like a halfback draw or something like that, and Patrick Mahomes got injured on the play. I was like, all you do is hand the ball off. I mean, he came back in like 3 snaps later, but I was like, the game's doing him like this?
I was watching the chat earlier, the pod earlier, and I seen y'all gave West Dog a shout out. I want to give him a bigger shout out because I seen him blow Boogie out twice this year. he actually beat him by 21 this week. I was like, wow. It's a different West Dog. Even when I played him, I felt a little guilty because he got a what's it called? False start or something. I forget what exact penalty, but I felt guilty accepting it. But you got it in those moments, and he threw a pick to lose the game. But I was like, man, this is a different West Dog than I'm used to. He was actually running the ball. He wasn't really passing.
And when you got a 38-year-old Devontae Adams running routes, you gotta run it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he had a good running game against Mike. We were talking about that earlier, so it seems like he's getting his
Yeah.
offense more balanced out across the board. So
Yeah.
love to see that for sure.
Maybe getting ready for Jimmy.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
and we were talking about that before the show. Like, next man, he's gonna have GT
Uh,
because he's grandfathered into with the Raiders. So,
uh,
but Devontae Adams will no longer be held captive.
Yeah, that's one person going.
I
Yeah, Brock held captive. Gino probably gonna get held captive too. Man.
don't know if it's really held captive though. When you get like 2,000 receiving yards a year.
Those are empty calories because it's not leading the wins. Those empty
Yeah.
calories.
Mark Bowers, he be killing me. I think I played him one time. And it's like, honestly, I got the big win, but Brock Bowers I couldn't do anything.
He had like 150 yards against me, but I won by 20. I'm like, geez. Some of these games, you look at the stats and you don't even realize. I guess it's the fact that we got no accelerator clock, but it makes the game real interesting too, though, because it goes late in the game. You got plenty of time to come back, as long as you don't shoot yourself in the foot.
Yeah, I love having the accelerated clock off. More control.
Yeah. I think the only blowout in the Super Bowl this Madden was the first one, wasn't it?
Now, can you remind
Yeah,
me of that
Raven.
one?
Raven got the belt out.
Jesse Bates. I remember you said something about Jesse Bates after that game.
Didn't you trade him after that too?
What was that?
Didn't you trade him after that year too?
Jesse, he's still a starter on my defense. And he's like
All
31 or
right.
32. He's still starting out there free safety. But now I remember you said something like you should be mad at Jesse Bates or something like that.
Oh yeah.
'Cause he
I
had
used to
three-
troll Trey. I don't mind Trey anymore, man. Working with him on the trade committee made me realize how he is.
Yeah,
He's just a very passionate person.
yeah. I mean, like, and Byron told me too before, like, he's trolling, but like he's chill.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just passionate about the league, about Madden, about his
Nothing wrong with
Cowboys.
that.
I learned to respect it.
All right, Spaz. First things first, Trill, Willie. You guys have any final questions for him?
Mm.
Nah, that was a good conversation. All my questions are answered.
Yeah, I think we got everything covered.
Yeah, same for me. Spaz, is there anything finally you want to say to the lead before you leave the episode?
I'm trying to come up with some ideas to make it a more competitive, balanced league. I'm gonna hit up Ro with those later.
Yeah, I mean,
That's about it.
you and Trill cooked with the point system, so we're like I said before, we don't implement everything, but we listen to everything.
Oh, for sure. You can't implement everything. Trill and I found that out when we were trying to run our league. Hit a few bumps.
Um,
But yeah,
I
good
thought-
talking to you, man.
I thought originally that this question was for us at the end,
Oh.
but Red wants to ask you, Spez, what 5 players, if they fix their game mistakes and stay locked in, could actually compete, deep players, or win a bowl?
What 5
I
players
think
if
you
they
know.
locked in
Yeah,
to win a ball?
A deep playoffs.
Deep playoffs, a deep playoff run, or win a bowl.
Yeah.
Honestly, I already seen my brother do it, so I think he could do it. He just throw too many turnovers sometimes, and same with Trey. I think we've seen the end of Byron.
Mm.
Hey man, that 3-6, you gotta wonder. He ain't won a playoff game this Madden either, I don't think.
He's on
I made to the
top.
conference. He made it to the
Oh
conference.
yeah, the first year,
Kick
yeah.
six.
But since then, um, that's two. Mike and Trill, they don't really turn it over, so you can't really say them. Uh, I know Red was hoping I say him, but I don't think his defense. I can't stand that defense. Willie, honestly, you man, you shot yourself in the foot year two. I don't think you've been back since, have you?
No. I mean, I
That's
gave up my
been
I gave up my spot
that's
season three. I gave up my spot.
self inflicted.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's
yeah.
three. I would say your brother turn it over until he make it to the big game. It's like the lights get too bright for him. I've seen him make it to 2 Super Bowls, and I ain't seen much out of him in either one.
I mean, you gotta remember who he was playing, though, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
but still, if he got to get over the hump, he got to beat you, right? You ain't going nowhere.
You right, man. You right.
Uh, outside of those three, winning a bowl or a deep playoff win, I don't really see nobody. The rest of them pretty much do it continuously. You, Raven, G.
Would you consider Carr as a consistent user at this point?
I'd like to see another Madden out of him before I judge him. But he's a good user for sure. Needs to learn how to play defense, but I guess he'd be 4. 5. I don't think I can name 5. I don't think there's really 5 solid users.
And you had no faith in Ron or Beezy.
Oh no.
What
Right,
about
man.
West Dog? Can we put West Dog at 5?
You gotta remember, I played Ron and West Dog. I'm not even good, and I beat the shit out of both of them. Well, I can't say I beat the shit out of West Dog, but beat the shit out of Ron. Made him my daughter.
Say Ron got the belt.
Yeah. What else is there?
I mean, I don't know, cause I don't even really think he could. I don't think he could really say anybody AFC outside of the 4 in the AFC.
Calvin. I forgot my bro Calvin, man.
Yeah, he a part of the 4. Cause like outside of that 4, I don't say I can't
that's
see
5.
anybody.
And didn't I just name 5?
Yeah, Calvin would be 5.
Not a bad list.
Yeah. Not like you just threw stuff out there. You know what I mean? It is a good list. So
Yeah.
That's what I try to do. I try to be unbiased.
take the time and think.
There's not many good users.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Well, no, I mean good enough to beat Trill or Mike. Or Raven.
Okay.
I'd say those are our top 3 right now. Trill, Mike, and Raven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like I would say, like I want to say nobody in the league's bad because someone that's like wild card spot outside the playoffs every season in our league, probably going into 90% of other leagues and winning the Super Bowl. So.
Hell, our worst users, D and Joe, they make the playoffs in other leagues that I'm in.
D said he won the Super Bowl in one league he was in.
Yeah.
I remember
when I first came in, I lost to D. Then I ain't lost to him since, but
when
he could catch you off guard with some of his YouTube shit.
Trill and I were in another league, and those guys were in awe watching us play. They're like this.
All the Kyler league.
Yeah. And they're like, this guy's making 5 adjustments every single play. Like, yeah. Of course we are.
Yeah, man, the road league taught me well, man. I gotta prepare yourself when you go to them outside
Yeah, we had a
leagues.
classic game.
I remember that's when
Jonathan
Trill asked
Anderson
me to
dropping.
join. I think the Lions were available. And I was like, man, show me some of the teams. And he showed me, I don't remember if it was Mike or Jeff number three's Cowboys, but I was like, Jesus.
It was Jeff. It was Jeff's Cowboys. Cause that was Madden. That was Madden 21. We had the Super Cowboys. Yeah.
I held
Wasn't
off
that
for a
you, the
while.
Lions, true?
Yeah. I showed him my team, and then I showed him.
You showed me some available team. I
Yeah.
remember that.
The only available team back then in 21 was probably the.
If you say it, I remember.
It was like an NFC. It was an NFC West team. I
thought
don't know
it
if it
was
was
the
like the
Lions.
Rams. It was the Rams.
Yeah.
Because our name redacted ended up being there. It was the Rams.
Damn, name redacted got kicked that many times.
That's why his name is redacted, man.
Blacklisted.
Shout out to Byron for redacting it.
Ro's gonna have us go through the video and bleep it every time we say his name. Not the cussing, just his name.
Yeah, that name. Don't mention that name.
Alright, well, Spaz, thanks for coming on to the show, man. It was great having you on, talking to you. Definitely appreciate it. And look forward to hearing from you about your ideas to make the league even more competitive. So, Commissioner's office will be listening.
Alright, man. Be easy.
Alright, thanks for your time, man.
Alright, see ya. Alright, it's time to move on to our second guest, and it's no other than our own host, Willie. How you doing, Willie?
Thanks. Thanks for having me. I feel great.
So, Willie, where you from, man?
Hey, man, hold up. Okay. All right. You guys changed it back.
What?
Ain't no what. I know what you guys did.
What you talking about, bro?
Talking about the question? I'm talking about the slide, but whatever. What was the question again?
Let's get the new slide on there.
Yeah. Let's go with that one. I like that one better. Lovely. Let's get it.
Alright, now that we get the right slide on there, I don't know what was going on with the other one. We had the wrong one.
Yeah, I don't know what the other one was.
So when you're not at the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, where are you from, Willie?
So, like I told you guys before, I am originally from Korea. And I moved here right around when I was like 1. And so I'm born in Korea, raised in Philadelphia, West Philly stand up.
You know Will Smith?
You know the family.
You be chopping it up with him, man. You call him right now.
Oh no, I ain't got it like that. No.
Ah, damn. Had to ask.
I feel that. But nah.
So, growing up in Philly, I mean, we all know this, but you're an Eagles fan. You get a favorite moment that stands out to you. I mean, that's a historic franchise right there. Many great moments, especially in recent memory. So.
Oh yeah, we got plenty of great moments. But the funny thing about my Eagles fandom is I didn't start out as an Eagles fan growing up. My first introduction to football, man, I was a Cowboys fan. Not to lie, like I had the Emmitt Smith poster, the Catch 22 poster. Like I had the Cowboys starter jacket, pullover. Yeah, Emmett was the man for me. Like Emmett, Mike Irv, Troy Aikman, those are my guys. Then I was a San Fran fan. Jerry, you couldn't tell me nothing about Jerry Rice. Like Jerry Rice was the man. Kind of like was the reason why I grew up wanting to play wide receiver was because of Jerry Rice. Because Jerry's the GOAT, hands down. Was a fan of them for a little bit, but then I started like the Eagles we had a good defense when I first started watching football, but like ain't never really win nothing. Like it was always a bunch of controversy. Like I like Randall, I like all of our old teams. Don't get me wrong, but it was just like we just weren't a winner. So like as a kid, I was just big fan of the winners. But then like my teenage years, I was like, no, I'm an Eagles fan. But the Eagles lost me. Like back when we had like Trotter, um, Trotter's first stint with us. I was an diehard Eagles fan, but then they did beat Doc wrong. I didn't like how they handled B Dog's contract before he went to Denver. He should have never went to Denver. Like that hurt me because like B Dog is my favorite defensive player from the Eagles of all time. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so like I was like I can't bang with the Eagles, so wasn't an Eagles fan for like a couple years. I was just floating. Um, then when they rectified it, brought him back, let him retire as an Eagle, whatever. I was like, all right, I'm gonna bury the hatchet with the Eagles or whatever, and I'm back, and I've been back ever since. So that's my Eagles fandom history or whatever. I mean, shit, my dad wasn't even an Eagles fan; he was a Raiders fan. He loved the old school Raiders. You know what I mean? And then he actually transitioned to being a Ravens fan. So that's another crazy thing. Used to be down Baltimore all the time. Like once he became a Baltimore fan, it was just like, oh no, we going down there, we doing this. Like so, we were down to Harbor all the time, going to games, stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. So yeah, so that's why that was part of the reason why I didn't grow up as an Eagles fan because my dad wasn't an Eagles fan. But my favorite Eagles moment definitely is winning the first Super Bowl and beating the Patriots. Just because the Patriots are, everybody knows the story. And yeah, just being able to beat Brady, have him be salty and not want to shake Nick Foles' hands, like that right there gives me a lot of pride, man. Because it's like not only did we beat y'all ass, you know what I'm saying, but like we beat you because you thought you came into that game thinking you had it won because we had Nick Foles. Like you thought that much of yourself, Tom Brady. I guess Giselle's witchcraft. She probably thought she ain't needed for that game or whatever. But yeah, Foles balled out, man. Like saved our season, saved us from the but punk ass Carson Wentz. Fuck that dude.
He was
Like
good. He was cooking, man. You got disrespect
he
him,
was
man.
okay.
That year.
He was. But then but see, and this is why I love this era that we live in now, this podcast era. Even though Trey Dean said he wants Micah Parsons to shut up, but it's just the era and the time that we're in. So I don't know if you guys heard recently that Darren Sproles was talking to Shady McCoy and Deshaun Jackson, and Sproles was telling them like after they got let go, whatever they was let go on. Wentz didn't want to run the same offense anymore that we just won with the Super Bowl with. He wanted to change the offense. And we already like I don't know if y'all know, but following Philly sports or whatever, Wentz was doing a lot of bullshit after we won that Super Bowl. Like his mental wasn't right because he was on track to win the MVP. The team was playing great, didn't get to win the Super Bowl for us, but he felt like that wasn't his Super Bowl, which I could kind of understand. But at the same time, it's like, bro, you got to be a professional and be a teammate, and he wasn't being that. Like, and you ain't like it ain't like you from some big program, and you that guy like that. Like, bro, man, he needed to check himself or whatever. So, and that's why we see like he ain't never did shit nowhere else. Like because of that, I guess that selfish attitude that he had that he couldn't look at it and see like that was your success too, bro. Like you got us through a lot of that. Foles just finished the rest and stepped up, but you were supposed to come back and lead us, and he turned into a hoe. So fuck him.
Man,
I
that's
feel
it.
that, man. Very passionate about that. I
Yeah.
hear that.
Listen, Philly. Like, anybody will tell you, like these athletes come here. We know our shit. Like we ain't no bullshit fans. We one of those fan bases that don't just be out there talking no dumb shit. Like we know our shit.
Yeah, you get the
And
snowball in the
we a tough
standing.
city. Like we love you. Like everybody knows. Like it's crazy that we love a loser technically, and like a guy like Allen Iverson, but he embodied what Philly was. You know what I'm saying? Like he was real. He was authentically himself. Even with all his transgressions or whatever, he was just him. And like there's a lot of stuff that the media will put out there, but there's a lot of stuff that media don't really tell you. So like Allen Iverson's practice rant. Like that was a tough day for him because he lost his homie, and then he got to go up on a press conference and address why he's not at practice or late to practice or this, that, and the third. When that dude right there is putting the team on his back every night. So from the fans' standpoint, ain't nobody ever get mad at AI for well. Of course, we know certain fans and we know what type of fans they are, but real fans, oh, nobody really mad at that dude. Like, and we knew AI, like AI was real. We knew the girl that braided his hair. She was from around the way, West Philly. Um, when he got into the incident with his wife, caught her at the John at the apartment complex, 63rd Cobbs Creek, like West Philly. You know what I'm saying? Like AI was around. You go down to the gallery. That was the shopping mall down in the city. I ran into AI at this store called FYE. Was it FYE? Yeah, FYE. It was a music store or whatever. Met AI out of, he used to just roll through there, a little bit of security, not whole much. Just walk through the mall. Like AI was a regular dude. He was, man, City Line Avenue Fridays, AI in there. Like he was in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't no bougie dude, none of that. So like it's crazy how we really love him and put him above a lot of other people, but that dude just embodied Philly. Like I said, we ain't no bullshit fans. We not delusional like the Cowboys fans. Like,
Weren't you used to be a Cowboys fan?
but that's what I'm saying. I was a kid. Like I said, I was a fan of Emmett, Troy, and all them guys. Like I love the whole White House thing that they had. But you grow up and you realize, like I said, to be a Cowboys fan at that time, like I said, before Parcells, before what was the dude name that they got from college? He was coach. I think he was coach at Arkansas. What was his name?
Not doing it. He played for Miami. He coached at
After
Miami.
Jimmy. After Jimmy.
After Jimmy.
After Jimmy.
Man,
Forget his name. I forget his name. It's crazy that his name escapes me right now. But yeah, like once Jerry fired Jimmy, it was a wrap. Like Jimmy, he didn't like the fact that Jimmy got so much credit for winning. He wanted all of that credit, or he felt as though he should have got more, and that's what he's been out to prove ever since he fired Jimmy. Is like, it's my show, it's my fingerprints on this, that, and the third. Coach listened to me, this and the third. Only time he brought in really like this Mike McCarthy thing, whatever, yo. Like I ain't trying to hear that you want to get a coach with prestige or whatever. You had Bill Parcells and wasn't trying to really let Bill do his thing. You don't want to win. It's just about being in the media. It's about being talked about the most. It's about his brand. That's all he care about. Cowboys are not going to be good till that man die.
Was the Cowboys coach you were talking about? Was it Barry Switzer?
Switzer, yep, Switzer, yes.
Yeah,
like I like Barry. I didn't like when he hired the hell is his name? Quarterback. He's the quarterback for the redhead. That was Coach Romo. How the hell I forget his name too. He was a bum though.
Oh, you're not talking about Jason Garrett, are you?
The coach before McCarthy.
Jason Garrett.
Yeah, Jason Garrett, bum. He was a lame. We knew he was a Jerry Yes man. Like that's why I say, like, how can you be a fan of that organization? Like, I understand, like, maybe if you grew up, whatever, yeah, that's what y'all got, but like, it's gotta be hard. Y'all gotta. That's what I'm saying. Like, Cowboys fans can't go frontline and tell Jerry like, oh, we ain't happy with this, that, and the third or whatever, and really like force some changes. Like, man, Philly, we gonna be heard. Philly's definitely gonna be heard because guess what? We'll go in that stadium and we'll boo the shit out of the motherfuckers. Not the opposing team. We'll boo our own shit just to let you know because sometimes you just got to do that. Cowboys fans not doing that. Not in Jerry's world, y'all not.
It's so interesting hearing you talk, Willie, like getting the whole history. You went from like your bandwagon times, that's what I'm going to call it, as a Cowboys fan when you're younger and the 49ers for a bit. And then, eventually growing into like that Eagles fandom. And then like you said, like in Philadelphia sports, like, I'm not from the area, but from what I can read and what I can see and from what I can hear, it's different there. Like you said, everybody's just like, it's a culture, You're either part of the culture or you're not, and they're gonna love you they're gonna love you, or they're gonna hate you, and they're gonna be strong either way about it. So
Yeah, facts.
That's how y'all did Ben Simmons. Did I know
Man,
that had to
listen,
be. I know that had to be a tough time.
man, we don't even want to talk about that dude. We don't like that dude, man. Like, listen, if that's somebody right there that could have like that ball could have been one of the greatest ever. The greatest ever, bro. Listen, I used to go down to the games. We would go down to the games. I had season tickets for 2 seasons, right? We go down there pregame, watching this dude shoot jump shots with his trainer, shooting threes, shooting middies. It's like, yo, I'm telling myself, yo, he about to hoop today. He gonna be doing this and that. He go in the game and don't shoot. And it's like, bro, I'm watching you drain him. He's a true head case. Like, I don't understand that dude. Like, that's number one. I mean, you went to LSU. Like, we all know how it go. Like, a lot of dudes go to schools where they got an uncle, family member, cousin, dad, whatever, coaching on the program or working on it for the program, whatever. His uncle's down there at LSU. But like, the dude was there, wasn't really taking no classes because he knew he was going to be a star, an NBA player. So a guy like that, you can't really like guys like that. You don't draft. You're not supposed to draft. But we drafted him anyway because he was the next best thing. Big 6'10" point guard, whatever. It looked good. Well, like I said, man, any light skin, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. The whole thing just wasn't right, man. Like, he's a bum. But like I said, years of just teasing us with his bull crap, finally passing up when he's supposed to have that dunk against. He's supposed to dunk on Trae Young, bro. Dunk on Trae Young. He passed the ball to Matisse Thybulle. Like, what the fuck is you doing? Pack him the fuck up. Get him out of here. I'm surprised he's still in the league, stealing money, man. Shit is crazy.
At least you guys got Paul George now.
Fuck him too. Fuck that guy too. Fuck him. PG ain't been the same since he broke his. And I feel bad for him, but he ain't been shit since he broke his leg at USA tryouts.
He was pretty good.
He turned into
Oklahoma City.
Well, Oklahoma City, he was definitely
best
cooking
season.
OKC. It was his best season. He was number 3. He was third for MVP. That was his best statistical year.
So what?
They got cooked by rookie Donovan Mitchell, but hey, man, he was cooking.
Listen, one season post injury that he actually showed like he had some heart. I doubt his heart. I don't think he has it. He's not a one. He's not your leading player. He wasn't. Like, when he first came in the league, he was supposed to rival Bron. Like, that was the stardom that he was rated because, remember, it was supposed to be Danny Granger's team before Paul George got there. Danny Granger, we saw, couldn't rise to that occasion. Paul George was leading that way. He was getting there. All of a sudden, Paul George just turns to shit. All of a sudden, Roy Hibbert don't know how to fucking play basketball no fucking more. I don't know what's up in Indiana. Like, I mean, y'all got something. Well, y'all had something. That shit's. I don't know what the fuck's about to happen to Indiana. That was just. It seems like a fluke now. But yeah, man, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with PG. Fuck him, man. He's garbage.
Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time talking on the NBA, but I do want to say it'll be interesting to see what will happen with the Pacers. You know, Miles Turner went up to Milwaukee. Halliburton's out for the season. You know, it's like you get Siakam for this year, and it's like who else is going to be playing beside him in terms of like star level talent? Like, you got plenty of good role players, but
and you're also wasting a good year of Siakam.
Don't say y'all. I'm a Thunder fan, so I'm not a Pacers fan.
I forgot.
Yeah, I
forgot.
grew up a Thunder fan. Same thing with the Ravens. So watching those players.
Yeah, he said he's not a bandwagon. That's what he said.
Hey man, I mean,
but I think he was more fans of the players compared to the teams, from what it sounded like.
I mean, yeah, it was like I said, it was the stars that had me attracted because I mean, shit, like even Barry Sanders. Like, look, I developed my running style playing football from Barry Sanders. Because I mean, if you go back and watch Barry Sanders highlight tapes, like yeah, they look amazing, but I don't think people really pay attention to is the angle. Like, look at his fucking foot on the ground and look at the angle of his ankle.
That's what I was going to say. His little cut. Yep, exactly.
Bro, I'd be like, yo, how the fuck is he doing that? Like, that shit is crazy. Like, your foot is planted, but your leg is on a fucking, like, 12-degree fucking angle, bro. Like, how is that shit not snapping? And I was just like, yo, I gotta learn how to be able to be shifty like that. And yeah, like I developed my run style from Barry Sanders growing up. That was like, so yeah, I was a fan of the stuff, all the big players. I was doing this fantasy GM shit on the games way back in the day. So yeah.
So, Willie, we know you got a brother in the lead. Shout out to the Jeff Jaguars. What's your favorite moment with your brother?
In the league?
Just in general, what's your favorite moment with your brother? Ever?
Oh man. I can't talk about it. But what I can talk about, let me see.
You ain't gotta be federal, man. It ain't gotta be nothing too deep. Cause it sound like you got to say something crazy.
That's what I was saying. Like, yo, you got me
You
sifting through
about to
shit. Now
say, you about to
I
say
gotta
something
filter.
crazy, man. Let's
I gotta filter through shit. Damn. See, yeah, because like we live different lives, man. Like he's more so on the straight and narrow. I'm the wild one. So, but I would say, one of my favorite moments. When we was growing up, basically, like when he was in college, because I met him. He either was a freshman or a sophomore in college down there. He was down there in Texas, and it was just like I always wanted to have a big brother, because I'm the oldest sibling out of mine, and so yeah, when I met him for the first time, and then like we used to like summer. Well, yeah, so he was always going for school. Summertime, he would come back to Philly, and like because he was playing basketball and stuff like that. Like and his mom coached. His mom was a well-known girls basketball coach. Shout out to Kim Johnson. And so like summer times we would be out like at the Leocora Center, that's down at Temple University. We would be down there a lot for summer league games. I mean, well, yeah, summer league for like girls AAU or boys AAU. Down like the Sunny Hill League. And then like we would have summer. We would spend this one summer. We would spend a lot of nights out in like Cheltenham, because this I think this guy was like an agent or something like that. That he had got set up with. And I think he had like a nephew or something like that was like another college basketball player or whatever. I don't know. But we used to go kick it up there, and like we used to hang out on a late night. And like for me as a teenager and him rolling with him, college dude, like I don't know, that was fun for me. So I would say that would the safest thing I could say. Those are fun times for me, hanging out with him, just driving around the city on a late night, him just like, oh shit, going to the Greek. This shit was funny. So, all right, if y'all don't know what the Greek is, so the Greek was a summertime festival they used to have down there on Broad Street or whatever. So like everybody would be out, shit be shut down. Like just imagine, college scene, Temple's on Broad Street, heart of the city. So like being out there, we walking around, and I mean it's crowded. So I don't know if y'all remember, but when Guess Jeans was in back in the day, right? So when the Guess Jeans was out, and then Guess started making a different colored jeans. So if you remember, you had like the salt and pepper Jones, the black jeans with the blue in it. So we out there, my homie got on the black Guess jeans with the red in them. So like, it's like, yeah, mostly black, but it got the red in them. And we walking in the crowd, and as we walking, somebody was walking in front of him, stepped on a pack of ketchup. And that shit got all over his shorts. That shit was fun. We was, because we already on out there drinking, and yeah, that shit happened. Had us dying laughing, because he was our homie Vern. Like he was a pretty much of a hothead, so like he get mad really quick, and he was just pissed. His whole night was fucked up. He was just like that light skin shit, and he was just mad as shit. But yeah, that was funny as shit. That was I would say a good time that we had. Like a lot of summer. It was a lot of summertime shit from like when he was in. Like anytime he come back from school, we would have a lot of fun. I could say that. Yeah, I could safely say that. Everything else is just like probably get him in trouble.
It's alright, man. We don't wanna. You just get him in trouble. Say nothing federal.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot, man. Shit, there's a lot of shit. I remember going down to Dallas. Shout out Dallas. I'm about to go into another one. My bad. We went to this. We went to Dallas. So like I said, he was at Abilene. Texas or whatever. So I went down there to go visit. So we ended up going back to Dallas with his homie. His homie was from Dallas or whatever. Went to school with him. So we go to Dallas, night out, club scene, whatever. Shit was fire. Like I ain't never party. One of my best partying weekends ever was down in Dallas. They had this fucking like it looked like a warehouse, but it was a club, bro. And it was like two different clubs inside split. And like one side was like for 21 and up, and the other side was for under 21. So I wasn't 21 at the time. They in the other side, and I'm in the other side. So then I ended up being able to sneak over to the other side. Like never seen nothing like it, the fraternity shit or whatever. All like and just partying in Texas is different. Like the South, they do a little different. Like it was jumping though. But the next morning, I mean, yeah, we spent the night at homie crib or whatever in Dallas or whatever. It's football season and shit like that. His mom pulled out big breakfast, bro, like long dinner table they got, and I mean, she filled the table up with food. But that morning, shit was crazy. So we ended up they let us we stayed in his homie room. So me and my brother, we stayed in the homie room. I wake up, man. They had a fucking dog. And I ain't like dogs. I really still don't. I wake up, man. This fucking dog is in the room, starts barking, gnawing at my feet. I'm jumping on the fucking. That shit was crazy. So I end up taking the blanket and bag the dog up with the blanket, man.
This nigga is
Look, I was about to catch a case in there, man. Because, like I said, I was scared. Like, I'm waking up first thing in the morning, the dog at my feet. Oh, I'm like, what the fuck, jumping on the. Yeah, man, that shit was wild. So, yeah, almost killed my homie, killed his homie dog.
Keyword
Shit, that was
almost.
funny.
Almost. Unintentionally.
Yeah, almost. Not intentionally. Yeah, it was out of self defense. Like I didn't know what to do.
Does that work in the court of law?
It's not you self defense. He was young and dumb. His brain was still.
I ain't trying to Mike Vick the dog though. I ain't trying to Mike Vick it.
There's levels to it.
You brought it up.
Yeah, he's saying there's levels to it. What he's saying.
Yeah, there's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? So I was out for self preservation.
Man, the big breakfast, man. I know that was hitting different.
Oh yeah, man. We couldn't even. I was like, yo, why they even make all this food? Who's gonna eat all of this? Like it looked like a TV breakfast, man. It was crazy, but nah, they throw down in Dallas. Shout out Dallas.
For sure.
Shout out Dallas. But between you and your brother, who you think is like the most competitive between y'all two?
Oh, me for sure. I'm the most competitive. For sure. Yeah,
no doubt.
Yeah, I'm way more
competitive. You don't think he got that competitive heart?
Oh no, he do, but not like me. I'm a little bit more competitive. Yeah, without a doubt.
He probably, I mean, he not here, but he probably agree. Just knowing Jeff, I think he would agree with that.
Yeah, I think he would agree. Like I'm more competitive. Not to say that he don't like he's not, but like I just have this other drive.
Different genes.
I just go to another gear.
So, which one of you two is better at Madden?
Me.
Oh, okay.
Is that without a doubt?
Your brother's made a couple bowls though.
Oh God! I'm just saying though, like, what bowl have you made?
Okay, here we go. Now listen, I'm gonna keep telling y'all this. Like, I've really studied this Roll League shit, and I'm telling y'all, like, he has been fortunate to have an easy path. I don't know if you guys really be paying attention. Like, I tell him all the time, like, since I got in, I'm like, yo, I'm looking at his division. He always, if y'all don't pay attention, he always gets set up with an easy division. I'm not saying like he does it intentionally, but he just finds himself in a division with no competition. Ever since I've been in the league, he doesn't have any competition now in the division he's in. When he had the 49ers, he had no competition. Like, and then like, with that comes an easy road to the playoffs. Right now, the AFC only got 4 good users that really do anything in the playoffs. The rest of the guys are just participating, taking up space. Because like we said, the AFC wild card only has 1 win amongst them all. So what are we really talking about? The NFC, we over here rumbling. Even though you two got the bowls and have been dominating and stuff, but we don't got no other. Like we got other users that ain't cakewalks. Shit, Trill, second season. If shit goes differently, we not talking about you winning the bowl that year. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
I still would have had the ball though. That you don't know what could have happened at that situation.
now, right. That's what I'm saying. We don't know if you would have executed that season. This is why I say that. I'm not saying like, oh, like I would have stopped you for sure. What I'm saying, it would have been difficult for you, given how our teams were built at that time. I don't think you would have had the firepower in that sense to drive on me right there. Like the way I was locked in on that, because also like it wasn't like we was having a shootout. Like that was a very good game we had. Like that was a damn good game we had. So that's why I say I don't think it would have just been that easy for you to just go down and get the field goal. You know, so
Yeah,
or even score.
we do have some dogs in the NFC. I mean, I've made 2 bowl appearances, won this man, but I've also been sent packing early. I mean, one season I just couldn't stop no Seahawks offense. He took me out first round, and then there was one season where I didn't have Bijan and it wasn't enough.
In the NFC.
Yeah, in the NFC, and Carr sent me packing. Not having Bijan really hurt me, and Carr he made the plays on offense he had to make. So, there are some dogs in the NFC. Yeah, I think there's some dogs in the AFC, but I do think the NFC is better, even if it's
There's only 4 dogs. There's only 4 dogs in the AFC. That's it. It's those 4. Is Calvin, my brother Jeff, Trey, and Mike. Who else we talk about after that? Seriously. Yeah, guys may win a game versus people, like that's going to happen. Like, and that's what I say. Like, too many guys get hype over their one regular season win that they get over somebody, maybe even 2, and then you got to figure like you don't. If you're playing AFC versus NFC, you're not playing these guys all the time. Like you got to also remind yourself of when you catch certain users. Like. We life stuff when they go on some of these guys. I will say, yeah, you go on vacation, you get a little cold when you come back. It happens, but you just got to think about when you catch people, when you also are on a hot streak. Because like I'll say, like I got my moments when I'm in the zone and I'm like, yo, can't nobody fuck with me. I'm in the zone, but I lose that shit also. Like I will shoot myself in the foot sometimes. Like. You never know. I mean, like Trill say, anybody can lose any game. Like, I've seen lesser users that aren't as and like the key thing is consistency. Is how long can you stay locked in, and what's going to break that user? And I mean, having that information, I believe guys have that familiarity factor. Like when you play in the same division, you learn the user. Like I think that's helped you this season, Raven, by pairing up with Trill in the division. You got to learn him a little bit more, and you're sharpening your skills against arguably, but I say who's the best user in our league. So that has sharpened your skills. Like I've seen some growth from you from last man, because last man we was in a battle in our division.
Man,
that wasn't
rebuilding the Texans, man.
And I was rebuilding the Colts. Go fit. You know what I'm saying? Look at us. And I mean, and we were rumbling, and you know what I'm saying, and in the throes of the AFC every year, we was there. It was somebody either we alternating the division, and we were also making playoffs.
And shout out to Wood. He was part of the division as well.
And yeah, and Wood was in there giving us work too. Yeah, Wood was sharing in that, but. Like I said, granted with what we had, but no, like with the NFC, this Madden, no, you can't say that we only got 4 good users like the AFC does. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, defend myself a little bit. Last Madden, I still played Trill pretty close. I beat him one game too. He was wrestling some guys, but I almost beat him in the playoffs too. Like I knew. Like, even though all the jokes on that, I always felt like I was top 5 user, even when I was at my down seasons. But now I'm no longer in school and stuff. I feel like I can lock in more. You know, it's a lot easier to just focus on the game.
Okay.
Also,
Yeah.
Karkar asks, can you not be in the zone our next game?
You know, and the crazy thing about Car, like he's good. He's talented, and I don't take him lightly when we play. Actually surprised that I'm 7-0 against him. Like that's kind of crazy,
It's like
but I
me
take
and
it.
you. It's like I used to smack you. I used to smack you, man, a couple minutes ago, and then last
Mhm.
man, I was like, this guy's a thorn. Like, I'm still upset. Like week 18, year one, last Madden, go to the playoffs and you beat me. I was like, man. I was like, man. Like I knew I had no traits, but still, like it hurt. It hurt so much. Trey Dean said y'all got insane wood fucked up for real and BZ. Talking about like
Man,
fantasy versus
Trey need to
fantasy.
stop that. Trey needs to stop that
And then he
BS,
also
yo.
said the pick six got him out of the zone with the Ravens.
Oh no, that did. Yeah, no. Once I threw that pick six, like the game was over. Like forever, the game was over. So it was just like I was just doing whatever. And I mean, and that was the only way he got close to that 49 points. Like he wasn't going to sniff 50 for that game. But once I did that, it was like, all right, the game's over. I'm just doing whatever. So you know, good. I mean, good for him. He got lucky for real, for real. Like when we look back at the film, I threw it to the wrong guy. It is what it is. It happens.
So we got another fun question, Trill. You want to ask it?
So, with all the controversy going on with what you and your son did, man, what was the thought process? What caused you to feel you needed to do that at that
I
buddy
walked.
ball game?
I walked into the room and I was like, all right, this is my perfect opportunity to do some dumb shit and piss a lot of people off. And, because he my son is like, and he don't like, he's not as invested into Madden like I am. I mean, but he likes to play it. So it was just like, yo, man, we gonna just do this dumb shit right quick or whatever. They gonna be mad or whatever. And that's just all it was. So for me, it was just like I said, I know guys be buddy balling, I've been, I don't, some of y'all
Mm.
know that I've
Mm.
been speaking out against the buddy balling for a couple Maddens now, and it's the covert buddy balling that be going on, and I just don't like that how it was getting denied. So I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna do so because we don't have a buddy ball rule for real. It's an unspoken buddy ball rule, and I felt like we needed a buddy ball rule. So I was like, either they're going to be pissed off about it or whatever about what happens, or they're going to be pissed off and do something. Either going to pissed off and do nothing, or pissed off and do something. And they did something, which was cool to have a buddy ball rule because I felt like it was needed. But and then even in the aftermath of that, I guess in Rose's frustration, he probably didn't see it, but probably thought guys were joking. But I don't think they were joking. Like I could tell you who be buddy balling. Spice Boys be buddy balling. D be buddy balling. Like there's some other people that be buddy balling too. But I can't definitively say. But I know for a fact those guys are buddy balling. Now their buddy ball days are going to be over because their funky is gone. He might be back. I don't know the whole story about him leaving. But
His name redacted too, man. He not coming back.
Name redacted.
oh well, his name gonna have to be redacted later. Joey Bumass was a buddy baller, big time. So that's why like anytime they be throwing shots at me, I'm throwing that shit right back at them because it's their shit that I'm doing. Like I said, I came into the league and took my lumps, man. I had to learn, like, damn, like, I mean, I came into this league talking big shit. When my brother was first talking about it, I'm like, hold up, you're in a Madden league? What? Oh, I'm gonna come over there and fuck shit up. And and then I came over and I'm like, oh, how are these fucking teams built like this? Like, yeah, I first came in, I had the Commanders, and was in the division with Jeff, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, my team is shitty. I'm going against this. Like, this is crazy. So then I just had to learn, within the rules that Ro had set up, just learn how to, make the right transactions that are right trades and shit like that. So there's a lot of shit like. So what y'all see from me is a lot that I already brought myself, but a lot of shit that I took from the top users and shit like that. Like there's a way to compete in this league, and if you're not paying attention, you're gonna be far behind.
Words from Willie.
It's the wise words.
See, but you know what? Y'all say that, right? Y'all say we have wise words, whatever. It's good, or might be a gem that get dropped. But I don't think people be hearing it, man. I think they only hear the hate. But they gotta understand my hate be motivation for them. Like my thing is like, look, people say, "Oh, I don't like how you talk." Well, if you don't like how I talk, do something about it. So if you don't like that, I think you're a bum. Do something about it. Prove me wrong.
That word's
and it ain't beating me.
That word's been.
Huh?
That bum word's been.
Well,
I'm kidding.
hey man, like
That
they are what they are.
Word
The BU upside down W's. Like, listen, y'all know what y'all are, man. Like, if I think less of you, whatever, and you don't like it, prove me wrong and make the playoffs, make a run, like do something. But until then, like I don't want to hear nothing, man. Until you guys get better. You too, Trey Dean. You an underachiever, big time. I don't even know if that was going to be one of the questions for me, so I might have to save that.
We got a fun question.
FYI, I don't know what questions they got for me, y'all. So don't think this is some pre-scripted interview.
Yeah, we made sure that he didn't know what the questions were.
Yeah, kept them separated. Speaking of which, we got a good question next.
Yeah, man.
Oh, is this the big funny one?
Yeah, I came up with it. I thought it was funny.
Okay, let's have it.
Would you want to say it, Willie? Not Willie. I mean, Raven. You want me to go, man?
I got it.
Don't try to swing it back. Don't try to pass the ball back. He passed the ball to you, son. Don't try to pass it back.
That's all right. I'll score. So we know it's a pretty big building and all of that, but you got any more room in your Mickey Mouse clubhouse? Should we be expecting any more treats anytime soon? With the cheese sauce, you and your brother got scripted up in the back.
You got to ask Madden.
Oh, so that's what we're saying now. Ask Madden.
You got to ask Madden, baby. What do you mean? What we're saying now?
I know that clubhouse getting full though, ain't it?
Yeah.
I'm not understanding. Like, there was. Hold up. What is the real question there? I'm not understanding because that didn't seem like a question. Because
is the clubhouse getting
the way you guys are? When I say you got to ask Matt, and y'all say, well, you got to ask Matt, and now like it was a discussion before. See, now that's the one thing you got to. One thing you listen. When you want to be funny with me, you got to make sure you come correct.
I guess the question is, Willie, do you have too many traits? Is the clubhouse getting too big? Overcrowded?
Well, I have too many. I have a lot. I do have a lot. And for all the guys that are out there jealous or mad and all of that stuff, I think y'all need to do a little bit more research. And I get quite tired of doing y'all jobs for y'all. For instance, just like when I was under the gun for a case or whatever, and I had to do the commissioner's office job. It's like, hey, look, I know how we can find the information. It's simple. But I'm not going to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, if y'all want to know why my stuff is the way it is, do your job and do the research. Now, here we go. So, I have how many? Somebody tell me how many I got, because they love to tell me my 20 plus traits. How many do I have?
I want to say 23. Does that sound very true?
Wrong.
And I mean, I think it's in that area range.
Okay, in that area range. I just drafted 5 rookies this offseason, right? That's 5. So take 5 away from whatever. So if y'all don't pay attention each year, I'm always drafting at least one trait. That's got to be your goal. Like, you got to hit these road drafts. Y'all not hitting these road drafts, y'all not trying. If you're not scouting properly, hey, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, ain't nobody making y'all play in this league. So as long as y'all in this league, y'all in here locked in this room with me, you're locked in this room with Trill, you locked in this room with Mike, Raven or whoever else is a thorn in y'all side. Because, I mean, as far as it goes, roster building, I guess I'm a thorn in y'all side. When it comes to winning, Trill's the thorn in everybody's side. So, for real, y'all need to be worried about getting better play-wise. Stop worried about the traits because I don't think Trill's really worried about the traits because Trill's still winning. So, what are we talking about?
I think this kind of goes well with the rest of the questions that we have. So our next one was, who do you think blames the game compared to themselves the most?
Say it again?
Who do you think in the league blames the game compared to themselves the most? Like whenever they lose or something bad happens, they blame the game and they didn't do it.
Hoodie. Hoodie's top for that. Hoodie's number one for blaming the game. He blames the game every single time. The game is broke. The game is this. The game is that. What people got to understand is we usually start our league pretty early, before the game really has any bugs that get fixed, and a lot of the stuff also gets fixed as we're going. But you got to understand that because of the time that we started our franchise, let's just say they get 8 updates in. Just because they made 8 updates don't mean that every single one of them are going to take effect fully in our franchise. Just for instance, just like when we lost our franchise before, like when when the servers went down and they lost all these leagues, like a lot of that depending on when you started your franchise. So that's what I be saying. Like I be nerding out on this Madden shit, man. Like I don't know how much other guys really like Madden or even invest time in the Madden, but now I be paying attention to this shit. Like you got to, like, I don't, like I said, there's a lot of shit that I don't pay attention to, but as far as gameplay go, like, I need to pick up on that part. That's where I need to improve my game at, is like recognizing certain shit that you can't do or you shouldn't do, but sometimes it's in my nature why I do it, but nah, man, like, yeah, Hoodie complains about the game a lot. Second to that, who else is a big crowd? Well, I guess y'all said name redacted. He's gone now with him. Yeah, them Spice Girls outside of Mike be complaining about the game too much. I'm glad we got rid of one.
What we waiting on the other? Is that what we doing, man?
Nah, I don't think Hoodie needs to go. Hoodie's good enough. Hoodie's one of those guys that I thought was really good when I first got in the league, but then I realized he's not. His game hasn't grown over time. Like, Hoodie was only good because he had Saquon Barkley. He would come out in his double tight set or whatever. If you saw him moving a receiver in motion to one side, that's the side he running the ball to. Like, Hoodie never evolved. Like, you got learned quick, bro. So stop being mad at the game. Stop blaming everybody else. Work on your game. Get in the lab. Do something. Like, you got Mike right there. There's no reason why you being a bum like that. I'm sorry. Being a lesser tiered user like that. Grow your game, tier 5.
Yeah, he said he got Mike. Mike could be coaching him up. Mike not doing his job.
He needs to. I mean, if he could get Joey to stand in the corner and knock down a 3, I'm pretty sure he could help Hoodie with a few tips and tricks.
It's fair enough of an assessment. Yeah, all right, man. Our next question we got you. Which user in the league you think folds the worst when the lights get bright?
I'd like to nominate myself. I
was gonna mention you. I was definitely gonna. If you.
Oh, you were going to mention me. Oh, I'm glad I was. I'm glad I was under consideration for you, sir.
Hey.
No, yeah, I do say, like, I do shoot. Like I said, I'll be in a lot of games where I'm up and I'll squander a lead, man. I'll be overthinking sometimes a little bit too much. So yeah, I would say me.
I respect you keeping it real.
Man, listen, that's all I do. That's all I do. They don't know.
It wasn't necessarily like a big playoff game or anything like that, but I even say, like, like your game against Trey Dean, for example, like, you were killing him with those single back sets, man. You were running the ball crazy. And Trill and I were like, why is he abandoning it? Why is he abandoning it? I mean, I'm sure part of it was because you got Omaha with Richardson activated, but like you had something working, you didn't need to abandon it. You know what I mean? So like, but it's part of the game. You know what I mean? Like everyone does that. So
Yeah, yeah, that was part of it was getting the Omaha lit, and then part of it was just like, all right, maybe he'll sell out to the run and give me some passing lanes, but he just didn't, and I just didn't remind myself that, hey, yo, run the ball again, like, and then especially after Benson got hurt in the game, um, yeah, I tried to. I got a little discouraged, I would say, and then was just like, look, we gotta put this shit on AR back, you know. But we was cooking. I would say a little. Sometimes a little bit too much success being able to throw the ball get you locked into, and you forget to run the ball, and that's my problem. Sometimes, I get a little too pass happy and stuff like that. So yeah, that was a minor mistake in that game. I mean, shit. Hell, if I just go back to the running game when I got into the red zone when I threw the pick, like, might be talking about different outcomes. So yeah, I just gotta
I mean,
go back
yeah.
into the
I
go
mean,
back in the coaching lab.
I'm surprised. I mean, I would have mentioned you, Willie, but you wouldn't have been the person I said. I thought you was gonna say G.
Nah, see, I mean, I guess you could say G as well. G has folded in those bright lights, but I don't. But I've had more like, I got the 21 point or the 24 point
Yeah,
loss.
the Calvin. Yeah,
Yeah,
you blew
like,
that shit. You blew it to Calvin. Yeah, I
yeah, I
remember
blew
that.
that game against Calvin. I've done that plenty of times where I've blown double digit leads, more often than not. So, or even just allowed somebody to get back in the game after being up big. Yeah. So that's why I name myself when those lights get bright. I feel like I just overthink it and do the opposite of what I was supposed to do more often than ICG do.
No, G. I mean, I think the reason I would have said G is the amount of blowouts he's had in in playoff games. He's had a lot of blowout, getting blown out. It's
True.
like, man, he against Raven, man, Raven. It was probably over about the second quarter against Raven last year.
True.
And then
True.
in the two bowl games that he appeared in against me, they were both murders, both of them.
True.
So I just think that when you need that conference game or a Super Bowl, I think the lights get a little too bright for G.
I mean, yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean, there's other guys that kind of fall under that. I mean, shit, my brother wouldn't be too far behind. Um, I feel like certain moments. See, like, he got certain users that he kind of got their number, but where he doesn't have I think that's the part where he gets caught up sometimes, is like in clutch moments, not being a football. Like, he didn't grow up a football guy. He was always a basketball guy. So, not that he wasn't watching football, but like, he didn't really learn the game by playing the game. So he gets outsmarted sometimes and does certain things that is like, as a quarterback, every quarterback should know you cannot throw the post late. If you throw the post late, it's an interception. Damn near every fucking time. And this is something I'll be trying to hone into him, but he still does it. So it's just like, you know, okay. And that's why I say, like, and when he gets in those big games or whatever, in those big moments, that's what normally kills him. He throws a fucking bad interception over the middle of the field. I don't know why I can't stop doing that shit.
Might
But
just be a habit, man. Force a habit.
yeah.
right, yeah, could be.
So Willie, who would you say would be a, in quotes, mid-tier user without their roster?
Ooh, my brother.
And that's actually a really good answer, man.
I would say. I mean, but he would admit that too. Like, his strength is his GM skills, and that's what saves him. Like, he's a good GM. He has good gameplay ability. Like I said, he's still learning. Like I said, if this was 2K, like it'd be a different story, you know. I would say like he would be the Trill of 2K if we had a 2K league. But yeah, I would say without all of that, because like I said, in this league, the strength of your roster and having abilities, and I like what Trace, I mean, not what Trey, what Spaz said about, you know, if one of the things he could change would be like turning off all abilities in the league, and you'll really get to see like who's who. Because yeah, the abilities I think do in a way mess the game up because it's like, yeah, why should a guy be able to get a knockout every time he's in man coverage or every time he's in zone coverage in a certain spot? Like just because he does it once or once a game, twice a game, like here and there, doesn't mean he's going to do it all the time. Like even the best players get their ass bust, you know. So yeah, if they change the abilities a bit where they're not as frequent, maybe they would be better. But yeah, but like if you was to take the abilities away or whatever, yeah, I would say like my brother. I still have my questions about a lot of these other top users that been here before me because, like I said, before I got here, whatever y'all did was whatever y'all did. I believe because I was talking to my brother about this the other day. I believe a lot more talent has joined the league from the time that like right before me and after me. Because like Trey Dean claims he came here met in 22. Whatever. I was here the last man at 21. You wasn't that much farther. But Trey Dean's a really good user. There was a couple other guys that we were talking about that came after. And I just feel like, I don't know. Now I want to ask you, Raven, because you've been here longer than all of us. From before, I guess, because Trill, you were what, Madden 21 also?
Yeah, I'm Madden 21.
Okay, so you were Madden 21 also. So, Raven, from before Madden 21 and after Madden 21, would you say like a lot more talent has joined the league from Madden 21 on?
110%, yeah. It's definitely a lot more competitive lead. So I'd say like Madden 21 was kind of like when the tide shifted because before, like, you know, and this is honestly like when I had majority of my rings, you know, the lead was not like, the lead wasn't in a bad state. I won't say that, but in terms of talent pool, you know, it wasn't as deep. And I would also say, you know, because the factor could be that, you know, it was like the Wild West back then. There weren't too many rules implemented, but Madden 21, you know, like when Mike joined and then Trail joined at the end, and you know, started to get some other users, and Jeff started getting really good at the game, like Jeff Patriots now. He was the Cowboys user back then. And like going into 22, you know, got Trey Dean and other users joining, you know, all the Texas boys, and like just overall, you know, like even like this season, like Car's been a great addition. You know, what I mean, I think he made the league more competitive and better. Like, I feel like each Madden, the league's getting more competitive. You know, between the balance of the rules, you know, the point system, and then just like the users in general. Like, this is definitely by far I feel like the league's been the most competitive in terms of the user pool.
Okay, because that's what I was saying. I felt like the league has gotten a lot better, a lot more talent has come in, and that's why you see the changing of the guard. But I still question when guys were in before me when it was kind of like Mickey Mouse Land playing against the users, basically. Like, y'all got it, and especially before the point system, too. The point system was the great addition because, like I said, a lot of us was crying for the point system. I was crying for the point system because I'm like, hold up. You mean to tell me the only season that fucking matters is the last season for team selection? Mm-hmm. Like, that didn't make sense. And then, like, I think Spaz was saying, yeah, people were tanking before the last final season, whenever the final season was announced, people would tank to get an easier schedule. Some people take to get an easier schedule for that last season so they can make a run for the playoffs or whatever, you know, do whatever you got to do. And I mean, point system now makes every season matter, every game matter. So for our 6 user win guy, like, you know, it goes to show you he's not good at all. We need to replace him anyway. If I was roll for a day, I'd be getting rid of guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'd be getting rid of guys.
Don't have enough backups not to be doing that. They're good.
Hey man, we found Car.
Yeah, but we
Defense,
still trying to find a new
Bengals
Bengals
user.
dudes.
Hey
So
man, it's late in the Madden. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
that's what I
gonna
was
be
kind.
tough.
That's what I was kind of telling Trill. Like like we reached out to some guys that the commissioners know, and like even me, like I have a good friend, like he's really good at the game, but he didn't want to join. But I think also like at this point, it's like we may be better off just having him join next Madden rather than joining, you know, halfway through the final season of this Madden. I don't know, like it just
Hmm.
depends. Like it'd be good for him to get like their toes in the water. Maybe they can get 7 wins and go up a spot in the team selection. But
Hey man, yeah, like yeah, but I just think like I mean I like I said I like the league. It's different than a lot of other leagues. Like you definitely can't if you're not ready. Like this league, man, this league will kick your ass for real. Like if you're not ready for what the pro league brings, like I said, if you're not willing to build up your team and you think you're just going to come out here and play, like I say, so now we got certain guys like we know just pick up and play, or just here. So I don't even factor them in anymore. Like when I'm doing rankings now, I don't even like picking on these guys because it's just like I know what they're here for. They have a different purpose, and we're all competing differently. Like they're not out necessarily to win and compete for bowls here, nor are they really out for like bragging rights against everybody else. Maybe they have bragging rights amongst themselves in their circle, and those you know who I'm talking about. But then we have somebody like I say, I don't put D in that list. Like D was competing at one point and is just resorted to the clown role of just and he's just taking up a spot now. Yeah, he's a personality, is cool or whatever, but come on, man, you're not here to compete. So that's the other thing that I talk about when it comes to like implementing rules or thinking about these lesser users. You really got to think about the user though. And like I said, a guy like that, he's not really here to take advantage. And he made trades and don't even keep the players that he traded, let them go to free agency. Like stuff like that is like you can't protect him no more. I understand y'all did it before. That's why we got the trade committee and stuff like that because of him. But then it's just like, okay, why now? Do we really like? I mean, not that the trade committee is a bad thing. Trade committee was a good thing. It was definitely necessary. But then it's like, but why look out for a guy like that? Like I say, he's top number one. Don't take advantage of nothing that role the work that he puts in for him. We love him as a character, but you don't compete, and you're a waste of time. And then now, like I say, I hope he's not one of those guys that complain about seeing what he's seeing on the field, because your voice don't count for real, for real. And if any user wants to stand on 10 toes and be like, yeah, it's me that I'm demoralized, be a man and let's talk about it. Because like I say, y'all gotta put the time in, man. When y'all had the conversation on the last pod about how many days or hours somebody got in the game, like I told you, and I don't know if y'all paid attention, I'm gonna say it again. There's a reason why my brother ends up with the best draft picks, and that's why my brother goes out there and any trade player that y'all trade that's really good and y'all think they're going to sit there overnight. No, because he's constantly checking, and whenever y'all make a transaction, he's trying to make one. So, like I said, he's putting in the effort, and that's why his team is the way it is. I put in the effort, and I know y'all probably can vouch for this ever since I got here. I'll be doing a lot of work. I'll be on this joint. Now, if y'all want to equate that to how good somebody is on a game, whatever. Now, I'm not on there all day, be able to remember every fucking thing, every defensive scheme I see, every offensive scheme I see. Like, shit happens. I'm human. I make mistakes playing the game. Like I said, even coaching in real life, I was pass happy. I had to have my coordinator come to, yo, you done called 6 pass plays in a row, motherfucker. Like, oh yeah, my bad. I got you. We're gonna talk a little bit. So like I said, everybody has, and just like I said, we could pick apart a lot of people's games, where they're weak at, where they're at, and a lot of things you'll see is consistent habit. So just because somebody spends a lot now, if you say, well, you spend all the time in the game, you should get better at that. Yeah, I hear you, but we got some formidable opponents here. Like I've seen some stuff that you guys do, and I'll be like, that was pretty smart. For instance, Trey Dean. going no huddle against me was his saving grace. Because the touchdowns that he scored doing that was because he realized that something was going to be open or whatever. He didn't give me a lot of time to make that he could tell I was making my adjustments on defense or whatever. He would no huddle, run the play real quick. I couldn't get my adjustment. Next thing you know, somebody's running wide open for what he was running. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, okay, you keep getting me with that shit. What did I not do? I didn't call a fucking timeout. That's my fault. Teaching tape. It's all right. But that's why I say, like, a lot of you guys need to go back and really do deep dives or really learn yourself or learn the game or learn your opponents or learn tips and tricks and shit like that. That's the type of shit I pay attention to. I don't know about half of y'all. That's why y'all down there in tier 4 or 5 or scratching 3 thinking like y'all good and can really compete. There's a lot of y'all in 3 that really can't compete. For real, for real. That's just my opinion.
You went off on another mini rant.
Another
But
Willie
you let us
freestyle.
see it. Just letting people know. We put a PSA out.
He's trying to sell the popcorn buckets. Keeping it real
know
inside popcorn.
Yeah, I know Trey said something.
Yeah, Trey's always saying, son, I'm his favorite.
He said it's called adjustments, Will.
No, yeah, it was like I said. Yeah, it's adjustment. It's because you're going no huddle. No, there's no adjustment you making. You going adjustment is by going no huddle and then running this. Like, yeah, great adjustment. That's not an adjustment, fool. You just noticed something. That's not an adjustment. You got lucky. Like, I ain't trying to hear that. But good.
We got one final question for you. Little sneak peek.
Fire away.
Who do you want most in your division next Madden? If you could have your pick of anybody in the league, would you like to have in your division for the whole Madden?
Whoever wants to schedule their games like men. Whoever wants to schedule their games like men.
That's the Mike answer right there.
Yeah, give me Mike, give me Trill, give me my brother, give me Raven. Like, I want the guys that actually want to play the game. I don't want these duckers. I don't want these. By week 5, they season over and they don't want to schedule games. I don't want to deal with Hoodie no more. I don't want to deal with Boogie. I don't want to deal with Wes. Like, I'll take Bezo. Shit, Bezo fucking schedules games. I don't want to play with Joe. I love you, Joe, but nah. Can't hit me with the after the gym shit. Not hit me with that. I don't want to have you concede in a game and not get my full game and stuff like that. Like, my players need their downs, and we need to get all our snaps and stuff like that. Cause see, and that's another thing, y'all don't be, man. Look, I'm about to be giving out way too many gems, man. Y'all not even worth it. Not y'all, not you two guys, but the listeners. A lot of y'all ain't even worth these gems I'm about to drop. So I ain't even gonna say no more.
Trey did ask, how is he, who was he talking about when he asked? He was talking about how he was, underachiever. He said, how is he an underachiever?
Because he ain't win the big thing. He ain't win it all. And that's why I say he's one of the users, like, out of Texas boys. Like, I think he's the best one. He just hasn't gotten it done, just like the rest of them. Like, I mean, it is what it is. I think he's underrated. I really think, like, when I be watching, I be like, why the fuck don't he? First of all, he has Lamar Jackson. I have, like, and I forgot who said it. I ain't never been in the league and not seen Lamar Jackson not win. I'm sorry. Like, I can win with Lamar Jackson. Like, I think it takes a special person to play with. Like, it ain't just easy to play with him, because I feel like no matter if you 99 him out on passing, he still has, like, his built-in dumb shit that he, like, dumb passes that he throw. I don't, like, Madden just does that with each quarterback. Like, I feel like it's very authentic in that way. So no matter how much you 99 them out, they're still going to do the same shit that they just do.
If I get the Ravens next Madden, Lamar is winning a Super Bowl.
Hey, man, I love to see it. I'd love to see it, but yeah, I feel like he's an underachiever in that fashion. That, like, he should have a bowl. I feel like he should have won that first one, but he didn't. He fucking choked. So, and ain't been, like, hasn't been back.
Amen.
He
didn't have to win that first one. What made him throw and he couldn't throw?
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, but no, I think Trey is underrated. Like I said, I think he should be winning. He should have a bowl by now, in my opinion.
But he said he's only lost to people who've won the bowl.
That's not true. That's
Hey
not true.
man,
See, he want to come. He want to come back with these half facts. That's not true because he lost to my brother, and my brother ain't win no bowl. So shut the fuck up.
He said I respect it though.
You gotta respect it because it's true. Like he's a fucking underachiever, dog. Like I mean, I know he wouldn't give me that type credit, but no, like I've seen him too many times in these high leverage games and just not close out. And I'm just, for instance, like I said, like you can't claim you take a scouty against Mike and lose the exact fucking way in the playoff. I'm sorry, like you can't do that. You lose the fucking game. You lose on a game-winning drive and say it's a scouty, and then lose on a game-winning drive the same fucking way.
And I think we
Come
need.
on.
I think we need you and Trey Dean in the same division next Madden.
Give me him
he's
too.
solid.
Yeah.
He a good scheduler, man.
Nah, no, he not. No, he's not. No, he's not. His availability is trash too. Like he's just slightly
And
better
that's
than my
only
brother.
that's only if he gets out of bed on time, man. You gotta
Right. Yeah. Only if
work
he gets
on
it
that.
out. Yeah, but no, I wouldn't mind being in the division with him. I know he'll definitely schedule those games. But no, I mean, like I said, I just want to be in a division with guys that's going to compete, guys that's going to schedule games and not play around and not, I mean, it's hard to not be in a division. Like no division is really going to have all really good users, but I just want to have an A tier schedulers. Like it's a good like eight, I would say A tier schedulers. So like I think two divisions could get filled up with great schedulers.
We still getting. Yeah, I'm trying to work on the super division, man.
What would
need
be the super
volunteers.
division, Trill?
We need to what?
What would be the super division? What would be the best 4 users?
It would really depend on how, since we're alternating by conference. It depends on how the order go.
I'd say.
But if you could customize, just custom pick a super division, who would it be?
You say, I mean, I say me and Mike,
Mm-hmm.
and then I wasn't gonna say Raven till this. I mean, this Madden Raven turned back the clock, so I'm gonna put Raven in there,
Mm-hmm.
and then fourth. I mean, I might say Trey. I think I'd probably say Trey for the
I agree.
fourth.
I agree with
Yeah.
that. I agree with that. I mean, you could custom fit. I think there's a couple people you could slide in there for, but I agree with that.
Yeah,
That would be the first one I put up.
Yeah, I think there's some people you can maybe switch with at 4, but I think I'm gonna say Trey for now. I'm gonna say Trey.
Right, yeah. I agree with that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
we're
we can
gonna
make
have
that
all
happen
four-
with somehow.
yeah, man, all 4 teams in the playoffs, man. We're gonna
I
take
could
all the
see that
wild card
happening.
spots.
I could
Take
see
all the
that
wild
happening.
cards.
I could definitely see that happening. That would be nice to see.
But there'll be
I mean-
some terrible ass division. It'll be some bum divisions for real if we did do that though.
I mean, but I feel as though that needs to happen for some of these users. Like there needs to be a division where it's like D, West Dog, Bezo, and Joe all in it. Like they need that. They don't need to be scattered amongst in a division by themselves. With 3 good users or 2 good users. Like nah, they need to have a division where those guys can get their get their reps up against each other.
Yeah, I feel bad for Joe. This man, he stepped in. He's in the same division as Charles and I.
Yeah.
I didn't want it that way because I was like,
Yeah,
man,
that's
are we
the
sure this is a
last
good
pick.
idea? But hey, he stayed in the lead.
He was
man.
stuck. To say, because he had to be the Panthers or the Bucks, so he was stuck with us.
Right. Yeah, he was definitely stuck with Joe. There was no choice. But I mean, yeah, Joe's definitely like he's a trooper. He don't really complain. I mean, I got a lot of respect for him for sticking in there and playing and like actually playing this game. I mean, he plays it the right way. He concedes the right way. He don't do the goofy stuff.
He doesn't do you dirty.
Yeah, he not gonna do you dirty.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Joe, man.
Yeah, shout Joe out, man.
Hopefully he gets back from the movies soon so I can play him.
He might go to the gym.
Yeah. He said 11:30.
Like, he just hit some traffic. Probably getting some McDonald's on the way back.
Yeah.
Jim calling his name. That midnight lift. He's calling his name.
Yeah. I mean, so these y'all, where's the hard hitting questions at, man?
Man, we ain't gonna go too. Man, we ain't trying to
I'm not trying to have
go
a
too
5-hour
federal,
episode.
man. Yeah.
Nah, but I just figured, I mean, y'all, the Mickey question I thought would be better.
Man, y'all.
I thought it would be better. I'm really disappointed, guys. I just want to say
that was in your own head, though, Willie. Nobody said nothing.
no. See, no, because it's been a lot of talk. It's been a lot of hate. I've been seeing a lot, so I already expected it. But I thought the question would be a little bit spicier. I'm just saying. I'm just disappointed, but it's all right.
It's all right, man.
It's all right.
It's
all good.
It's all right. We ain't trying to go too crazy.
Oh, I thought y'all was going to try to get me going.
Man, get you. If we did that, it'd be a lot of chaos going about.
Lord of the Rings trilogy time of episode. I'd be like, I gotta go get something to drink. I
mean, I gotta say, I thought Spaz was gonna bring some heat. He was pretty cool.
Spaz was over there in his own.
Yeah, here's a couple of twisted teasers. Well, because originally we were trying to keep it PG-13 this episode, and then that just went off the rails fast. I think had that not been the case, I think Spaz Unfiltered would have made it a lot more funner episode for sure.
I think that loss probably dampened his spirits a little bit.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Trey said, why he keeps saying his brother beat him in the playoffs.
Because he did.
He didn't. I'll say he didn't beat him. Trey did. Trey beat him.
Oh no, that was my bad. That was Calvin. My bad. That was Calvin. Yeah, he beat Calvin.
They only played.
Yeah, I mean,
once in the playoffs.
So he's saying the only people he lost to won the bowl. So you lost to Mike.
Man.
Mike
won it once. You lost to Mike, so you didn't lose to the Super Bowl winner every season. So what are you talking about, buddy? You lost to the Super Bowl winner once. And he got the free walk to the Super Bowl, which we know wouldn't have been a free walk had he played my brother. So for real, that's an asterisk, buddy. Try again. All right? Try again. Underachievement.
Who got the asterisk, Mike or Trey?
And what Trey Dean's talking about, because like I said, Mike got the free walk to the bowl because he didn't play in the conference chip. He got the forced win. So, and we know how that love triangle in the AFC go, where Mike owns Trey Dean owns my brother supposedly, and my brother owns Mike to a degree. So Mike and my brother would have been a hell of a playoff game. More would have been, and it could have really went either way. Where we know like Trey Dean more than likely is going to lose to Mike. Like even though it was a good game going back and forth, it's just like you just know like Mike's going to pull the game out. So. That's why I say, like, if Mike would have played my brother would have probably been in the bowl again. Not saying he would have won, but he probably would have been in the bowl again. Like, the way he was playing last season, I think he would have won it. Not won the whole thing, but I think he would have made it. But, yeah, so, like, that's why I'll be saying, like, people don't always be doing their research fully or want to, like, leave certain things out. They like to omit certain things and not tell the whole story. Like, talking about me and my playoff run. I mean, yeah, I made the playoffs once. I'm 1-1 in the playoffs. But the following season had the penalty crap or whatever, and I voluntarily gave up my playoff spot, which, like I say, goes over a lot of people's heads because I was supposed to take a two-game hit, wouldn't have kept me out the playoffs, but since Hoodie bitched so good, and I said, you know what? Look, just take my playoffs from me. I tried to negotiate, I said, look, take my playoffs from me. And they took my playoffs from me. So that's what I'm saying. I gave up my spot. The following year, like I said, I had to take another 2 losses or whatever. And, I ain't like to having 2 losses in the NFC is not really a good start. Like if I had started off with 2 losses in the AFC, I still make the playoffs. But it ain't the AFC, and it's the tough NFC.
He said
So
I had 2 losses in the AFC. I'm still a top 3 seed, and that's crazy.
if I had Boogie situation, I'd be in the playoffs every year. If I was any of them guys, like I'd be in the playoffs every year. The
He's a
AFC is
playoff
whack,
user.
Leave
bro.
Boogie. You gonna leave Boogie? Boogie made the playoffs, man, twice.
Y'all gonna stop bringing that playoffs up?
He a
I gotta
playoff
stop
team.
it.
Hey
He's
man, he's a playoff
yo.
team.
Look at him now.
That's why I said was. He was, man.
He
Back to
is
back playoff team.
he's the reason for the point system.
He's definitely a part of the reason.
He's
I agree.
definitely he's
I
at
agree.
least
Part of the
55%
reason.
to 65% part of the reason why we got because it was like
I
yo.
don't know about all that.
First of all,
We was talked maybe publicly. Y'all probably see it that way publicly, but behind closed doors, this was definitely something we was talking about way before. Boogie.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, but that was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah, it probably was. That was probably like maybe like 35%. But it was
Okay.
way more than just Boogie.
I mean, I'm okay. I'll accept that. I'll accept that. But that was something that was really good that we had the points because I was dying for that, man. I'm like,
You could really put your brain, man. Give like 5 to 10% to your brother, man.
And I definitely blame him. But I said, first of all, you shouldn't. But he blamed it on the vacation. I'm like, well, I don't want to hear that. The layoff from the game. You know, I called him all kinds of bums for it or whatever, but yeah, like he shouldn't have lost. I said, I don't care how much of a vacation he was on. I could have been away for a month. I'm not losing a Boogie.
In the playoff game, yeah.
I'm not losing a Boogie. No.
Yeah, just for him to do Patrick Mahomes, fucking did him dirty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. Proof's in the pudding. Trash.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, good dude, and all of that. But you know, he just got to work on that game. He got to work on everything. Because to give up Herbert for Tua is idiotic. I don't care what you say. I
don't think nobody gonna disagree with you.
Nobody. Yeah, I know nobody's going to disagree, but you can't convince that man that wasn't a good trade or a good trade personally for him. It was stupid. It was dumb. You committed suicide right there for the whole Madden by making that trade.
Red said he hear Boogie name every podcast.
Yeah, because you know what, man? I'm trying to motivate that man to be better, man. And that's why I say, you're not a hostage here, Boogie. You're not a hostage, bro. I don't hate you. I just know that you should be better. That's what I'm saying. You should be way better than what you're doing. That's all. Especially with people.
He shouldn't have got swept by West, though. That is kind of crazy.
He shouldn't have got blowed out.
Got blown out, and got swept. This is the series.
He got flued out to LA. I mean, to Vegas. He got flued out to Vegas.
Red said those tight ends are getting held hostage. Yeah, they are. I could have had one of them tight ends, man, but he was bullshitting. He was false advertisement.
I mean, we could talk about Red each podcast too. I mean, he's a best team in his division. Best team in his division, and won the got to the playoffs once because we already know what's going to happen this season. Trash, straight trash. I don't hear nothing from him. Doo.
Alright, we're getting close to 3 hours. I think we need to wrap things up. Willie, what's your final statement for the folks listening at home?
Oh, man, folks listening at home, all I want to say is, man, thanks for listening to us. I hope you continue to listen to us. We just want to keep bringing y'all our, Madden perspective. We're trying to showcase our league, and hopefully get you guys to be big fans of it, possibly get on that waiting list to get in here.
For sure. Trill, you got any final statements?
Not necessarily, man. I just see Red being very active in the chat, man. Man, we need you in here. Then, if you're gonna be active, need you in here. We can have a sit down. We could talk about it.
Yeah,
I'm looking
15.
forward to having the sit down be D and Red, same episode.
Red said if we switch teams, things would be different.
If we switched it,
Mm.
no, it wouldn't. You still be trash, bro. You talking about?
So they're
You still be
different
He
colors.
must
trash.
be. He must be calling your division weak or something, man. I think that's what
My
he.
division. I mean, my division. It's just me and Car.
Mm.
I
Okay.
mean, so if he was in my division, he would have to deal with Car, and he wouldn't beat him.
What about Rock, man? Rock's made the playoffs before.
Actually, Rock and Hoodie would beat Red. What are we talking about?
Nah, see, nah, I don't know about all that.
Man, bro,
Nah.
listen.
I
I'm
mean,
telling you.
I
guy.
agree.
All right,
I
look, you can
agree.
sleep
I
on Rock
agree
all
with the
you
car
want. No,
car. I agree
you
with the
can
car
sleep on
car thing,
you
but
can sleep on Rock all you want. Rock be throwing in the towel. Rock be throwing in the towel. Rock play for a little bit, and then he get discouraged. But he don't necessarily like, and that's why I don't name him when he was like, "Yo, who be complaining about the game?" He don't go complain about the game though. Like he just takes it for whatever it is. I think Hoodie would take a game or two from him. Like they probably split. He's not like, oh no, Hoodie Spirit. He's been beaten down, so no. Yeah, he would dominate those guys, but they would get a win or two from them. Like if you go check my record, Red, I'm undefeated in my division. Undefeated. Go look at my last loss in my division, buddy. When can you say that? Crickets.
he
Crickets.
said, "When can he get-"
Who else out here got an undefeated record against their division? Crickets.
Man.
All right.
he said his division
East,
better.
NFC West at the NFC South better than both of those
What?
divisions.
No, his division is more competitive because all y'all in the same boat except D. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, buddy. Like I said, I'm undefeated against my division. Holla.
He said Seahawks and Cardinals, Washington versus Giants. Well, all right. I feel like instead of Washington, you got to put in Cowboys. Seahawks and Cardinals versus Cowboys versus Giants.
Right, yeah.
Because I feel like it's Rams versus Washington.
He tried to. Yeah, man. He tried to sneak that in there, man.
You see him?
Like you don't got D in your division, man.
Right. Rock 9 wins over. Well, Rock got more than 9 wins now. D still looking to get the 7, and it is nowhere near in sight. He ain't getting it.
But, man, shout out to Tyson Spears.
Yeah, that's his best player, but yeah, and D just here now. Like D ain't even for real no more. Like that's what I'm saying.
Car smoking on Seahawks with all respectfully.
He's smoking on that division.
I'll give Cards and over Hoodie. I'll give you that, Red, but I'm not giving you Seahawks over Cowboy. I'm not giving you that.
Yeah, nah, we can't do that. Nah.
You said y'all don't even like, man. Nobody said they didn't like D. Nobody said that. We just saying he's not competitive. Nobody said they didn't like him, bro.
Yeah, no, D's cool. He's just not competitive, and
you say you can handle. You cannot handle, man. You know. Let's say you can handle car. Nigga. Can you handle your own division first, nigga? Then we can talk about car.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying.
No, man.
Over there holding. He another one holding players hostage.
Hey, he said he already beat the Eagles.
Nah, I want to say he's holding players hostage. He's trading them every offseason.
Well, he heard Surtain hostage.
Surtain a star now, so we holding hostage.
Alright. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. It's been a exciting and fun and long episode. Hopefully we keep this momentum going, and probably going to have Red on the episode for a future sit-down for sure.
Word.
Sure, man. Get X-Red in here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Alright.
Thank you for listening to the
And
RoShow
we're out. Are we out?
Podcast Network.
Outro, man. Outro.